into the day with the dawn ringing in my ears. Oh, I tune into my TV show. No better way, I gotta get myself into gear. Let's go. Oh, and I feel good today with my wake up in the morning espresso. I feel good today. It's my feel good breakfast show.
Stop whatever you're doing. Stop right now. Stop. Take a deep breath. Just zone in on the show. A very good morning. Welcome to it. It's the start of a brand new day. Brother Bear, how are you, man?
Hi, Magic. Always starting a show with you is the blessed part of my morning, and then we get to spend it with these guys as well. I mean, come on, what more could we ask for, Chief?
Oh, it's going to be a good show today. I've got a vibe. I've got a feeling. I can feel it in my bones. It's going to be fun and games on your Feel Good Breakfast show today. So first up in the world of tech and gaming, who dat new hair? We got some brand new bright yellow hair has just stepped into studio, and that's to take us through Ghostwire, a brand new game, Ghostwire Tokyo, in fact. And then we're going to find out 5 ways the circus is going high-tech. When last were you at the circus,
Hey, man, it's been a while, Gee. I can think of a childhood memory, maybe far ago, but I'm wondering what the circus is actually up to. And I wonder how entertaining that might be. But speaking about entertainment, entertaining us this morning is rising star Gemma Fassie, and I'm sure that surname will ring a bell. I don't know if you smell like something about the weekend special. I don't know, we're going to find out.
We've done that in karaoke before, and that wasn't the first time we've butchered it, so I'm so sorry for that. But yes, we will have considerable talent gracing the stage this morning. And then we are asking, so now what, as we do in our regular legal feature. And this morning we are discussing what happens when a joke goes too far.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. You should never do it. We're not over the Will Smith, Chris Rock clap, if you will, and we are trying to disseminate and understand it because it helps us understand ourselves better. That's like the most guilty picture of Chris Rock that anyone has ever seen. But we'd love for you to continue to weigh in throughout the morning. So let's start that conversation right now with a gorgeous girl who's promised us 3 wardrobe changes today. So we're going to hold you to that.
Oh, yes.
Good morning with Domberg.
Good morning, boys. Good morning, Mzansi. My name is Jamie Domberg, reporting live for duty on this Thursday. As you can see, the boys has already got the party started on your Feel Good Breakfast show this morning for this Klein Vrydag, everybody. That being said, speaking about a party, we're wanting to find out for you on social media, what is that party trick that gets the party started? Now, I asked Raul this morning, and he said, you know what, he likes to dance. I think I have to be very honest with myself, and it's become a talent of mine that I get to take men's shirt off every single time. It is a talent, it is a hobby. So that is how I get the party started. I just make sure that the man takes the shirt off and they just, live their best life. But you let us know, how do you get that party started? Well, all you have to do for the next 3 hours is sit back, relax, grab yourself a cup of coffee, because we are going to be entertaining you all through the morning. But that being said, we need to get on with the show. So right now, Raul is standing by with his news headlines. Maybe you can take your shirt off as well.
Standing by, trying to resist. Oh, the forces are strong with this one, but maybe later in the show, before we get into that, of course, it's time to delve into the news, and starting on national fronts, where the Department of Health says SA is to dispose of more than 90,000 Pfizer COVID vaccines today, which is their expiry date. Now, it's the country's first such disposal of coronavirus-related material, and COVID-19 infection rates have declined, but vaccination rates also seem to have stagnated while the government ponders ending the national state of disaster. Now, about 44% of SA adults have been fully vaccinated against COVID. The initial target was 67%. Now, moving over to Johannesburg City, where power teams yesterday managed to enter an underground tunnel where a fire broke out this week and cut electricity supply to certain areas in the CBD. Now, several parts of the city centre are still without power following the incident, and City Power spokesman Isaac Mangena said on investigation into the cause of the fire, which was underway. Now, the areas that remain off include parts of Boysons, Westgate, and several streets in the CBD, including Ntemi, Piliso, Anderson, Main, Commissioner, Pritchard, Market, and Fox. Now, from national news, we head over to international fronts, where the BBC has been allowed to resume its operations in Burundi 3 years after it was banned from the country. Now, Burundi's media authority, the National Communications Council, made the announcement after a meeting yesterday in Bujumbura. Now, the BBC had its license withdrawn in March 2019, and this step followed BBC reports that the Communications Council said had damaged the reputation of the government of the late President President Pierre Nkurunziza. At the time of the ban, Burundi had some 1.3 million BBC viewers as well as listeners. Now moving over to the UK, who has announced that 2 of its Supreme Court judges will no longer be part of Hong Kong's highest court. Now, the judges said the threat to civil liberties had made their role on Hong Kong's Court of Final Appeal untenable. Now, senior British judges have sat on the court since 1997 as part of an agreement when Hong Kong was handed over to China by the UK. Now, in 2020, China introduced a national security law that curtailed freedom of speech and made it easier to punish protesters in Hong Kong. Now, next up in our news, in the First for Africa, the Faculty of Law of the University of Johannesburg, otherwise known as UJ to the locals, is offering a short learning program called the Foundations of Animal Law. Now, it will be held fully online and will introduce students to the way in which the law and policy intersect with animals. Now, it will also explore cutting-edge legal developments in the field and provide an understanding of the main regulatory framework governing animal law in SA that can lead to greater protection for the animals. Now, the course at UJ is open to all, but you'll have to shake a leg to enroll as applicants and applications close at 5 p.m. this afternoon. So that's a call to action for your animal lovers, and the duration of the lecture portion of the program is set to take place over 5 weeks, with 2 lectures per week starting May the 22nd or May 2022 up until June 2022, and culminating in the requirement to write a detailed position paper at the end of the course. Now, an internationally acclaimed academic, Professor David Bulchitz, and an attorney, Miss Amy P. Wilson, who's also the first South African to hold a master's degree in animal law, will be the course leaders. Well, on that exciting note, I'll leave you with the rest of the headlines. Here's the G-Man with the latest on the sport.
Thank you so much, Oral. Let's kick it off with cricket this morning. Of course, South Africa taking on Bangladesh in the first of their 2 test matches starting this morning in Durban. The Proteas, although much changed from the limited overs defeat, will be looking to bounce back from their shock 50-over series loss to the Tigers. The Tigers certainly put in an amazing performance to round that series off. Now, the Kingsmead Stadium has not been a happy hunting ground for South Africa in the recent past, having lost 6 of their most recent 8 tests in Durbs, going back to now 2009 and 2010 season. Their last win at this ground comes back in 2012-2013 against India. And Dean Algar will also be leading an unfamiliar-looking side with the likes of Ryan Rickleton and Kaya Zondo likely to make their test debut. So we certainly wish them well. Dwayne Olafia, Luto Sipamla and Glenton Stuurman are the only fast bowlers with test experience in the current squad. Of course, the IPL having gutted the team. They have 13, 3 and 1 tests caps between them respectively. And then just checking in with our ladies, of course, doing battle in the semi-finals of the ICC Women's Cricket World Cup. England currently 242 for 5 when we last checked in. The ladies yet to bat. All right, and now we stay with our cricket. And of course, the Titans claimed an easy 200-run victory over the Northwest Dragons in the Cricket SA One-Day Cup. That's taking place yesterday after scoring the highest ever one-day total by a South African team. Incredible. So the Pretoria side broke the record for the highest total by a South African team and the highest total made in one day, in the one-day space, at least on South African soil, as they powered their way to 453 for just 3. So man of the match, understandably, Tiernas de Bruin scoring 179. Neil Brandt, he took 3 for 31 as the Dragons were dismissed for 253. And elsewhere, the Knights, they beat the Warriors by 7 wickets thanks to a 73 from Riley Rousseau and then 4 wickets from Alfred Matoa with ball in hand. Then we turn to the Oval Ball now for rugby. And the Sharks will be hosting the Dragons from Wales tomorrow night in a crucial United Rugby Championship clash. Sean Everett has the luxury of freshening up that pack after some sterling work they've done, giving some of the hard-working forwards a bit of respite. There are 5 changes, in fact, to last week's side, with Leroux Roots, James Fenter, Jandre Labuschagne and Pepsi Buthelezi all coming back into that side. Then Jaden Hendrickse will be replacing Grant Williams, is the only change to that backline, with Sia Khaleesi playing off the bench. Entitled prop Thomas du Toit, he's handed the captaincy. And then finally on to golf. Tiger Woods has prompted speculation that he will return to competitive action at next week's Masters by completing a practice round at Augusta. So the former world #1, who's now 46, has been recovering from leg injuries suffered in a car crash some 14 months ago. Social media reported Woods arrived at Augusta National Regional Airport on Tuesday morning before making the short journey to the home of the Masters. He walked 18 holes with his son Charlie and fellow PGA Tour pro Justin Thomas. And since the accident in the outskirts of Los Angeles Woods, has only competed in the 36-hole PNC Championship, where he partnered his 12-year-old son and rode in a buggy. And of course, his son wowing the golfing world with how similar he is to his dad, but it would be great to see Papa Bear back out on the course. But that's where we leave our sporting highlights for now. Let's get you up to speed with the latest on the weather front and see what the skies look above for your neck of the woods.
Thank you so much, G, for that sports update. On the weather front is that the South African Weather Service has issued a yellow level 2 warning for severe thunderstorms with strong winds, excessive lightning and heavy downpours in parts of the Eastern Cape today. Now, the Weather Service has urged residents in places south of the escarpment in the eastern half of the Eastern Cape to be prepared for localized flooding of susceptible roads and settlements. A yellow level 2 warning for waves has again been issued. Now, this will result in difficulty in navigation at sea between Alexander Bay as well as Plettenberg Bay, subsiding in the evening. Meanwhile, in Australia, homes and businesses on the east coast have once again been hit by severe flooding. The area has been pummeled by heavy rain over the last few months owing to the La Nina climate pattern. A relentless downpour in Byron Bay flooded the central business district, and our thoughts go out to all those in affected areas locally and down under in Australia. Then next we move on to the sunrise images shared on the Expresso Facebook page by you, our lovely viewers, as our morning cannot really begin without seeing how you start your day. Now, regular contributor Fatah Khan traded in his usual view of the Richards Bay waterfront for this ocean view in Margate. We hope you are enjoying your time away, Fatah. Then Gavin Pollock from Durban shared this gorgeous orange-hued photo overlooking the silhouetted city landscape, and that is how you start a Thursday morning here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. But let me get you geared up for the rest of the day and start you off with those temperatures. If you do find yourself in Polokwane, do expect a low of 13 today that will peak at 27. Umbombela, sunshine is coming your way on this Thursday with a minimum of 15 and a maximum of 30. Pretoria, sunshine coming your way as well, ranging from 15 to 28. Johannesburg can be seen with a low of 14 and a high of 26. Mahikeng, for you, it is an average of 14 that will peak at 29. And then if you do find yourself in Klerksdorp today, do expect a range of 14 that will peak at 30 as well. Kimberley, for you, it is 15, 30. Bloemfontein can be seen with a low of 13 and a high of 28. And then for you, Richards Bay, do expect a range of 20 to 32. Pietermaritzburg, ranging from 18 to 29. It is going to be a beautiful day out in Durban with a minimum of 22 and a maximum of 30. Mthatha, for you, thunder showers are expected, ranging from 16 to 25. East London, for you, it is 18, 22, and then Craddock can expect a 70% chance of rain with a minimum of 14 and a maximum of 27. Gqeberha, for you, it is 16, 22. George, do expect a 70% chance of rain as well with a low of 15 and a high of 20. The Mother City, partly cloudy conditions can be expected for Cape Town with a range of 16 to 20. Worcester, for you, it is 11, 26. Sutherland, 9, 24. And then last but definitely not least, Uppington, do expect some thunder showers coming your way on this Thursday with a range of 17 to 32. Well, that is where I leave your 6 o'clock weather update. I will be back on the top of the hour, but let's see why the boys are living their best island life.
Island boy.
Smooth, man. Do you want to use an Australian or Scottish accent here? This will be a good time.
I don't know, man. Just leave me alone. I'm having a good time here.
All right, okay. No, we love it, man. We love the accents. We love anything that's smooth on this show. These chairs are pretty smooth, eh?
Oh, man, I can get used to this.
You can't but be relaxed when you're chilling like this. Well, something smooth is here.
Ooh.
That's Tropica, Island of Treasure, and it's been recalibrated. We are celebrating as season 10 hits us with the All-Stars, baby. Is there anything better than an All-Star season? Because you get to see the most fierce competitors comes
So
back.
true, G, and this show does not disappoint. I mean, Tropica has announced the 9 All-Stars, and they are Kanya Mkangisa, we've got Carleen van Jaarsveld, we've got Jonathan Boyton Lee, we've got Nay Mups, Roxy Lowe, Maurice Page, Kelly Kumalo, Brendan Paper, and Shashi Naidu, all in the building. I mean, come on, look at this lineup.
They're a good-looking bunch, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
But I think what excites me is they're all pretty physically capable people.
Yeah.
I'm going to back Jono, man. Jonathan Boyton Lee. Come on, dude.
It's because he's in the
Come
family. I
on,
don't know.
he's
We've
part-
got
he is part of the
Mops's out
family.
there,
Absolutely
man.
love that
This is
guy.
gonna be a
Look at
big
him.
one.
Because he's the sweetest guy ever.
He's like the darling of this world, right? I mean, you can't say no to that guy with a smile like
But
that.
he
as
might
well.
be too nice. He might be too nice. Maybe
This
he
is
lacks
true.
that killer
This is true.
instinct. But, what an incredible all-star cast filled with winners and, of course, the fan favourites, which is what we want. So a big congratulations has to go out to Bongoletu Tobelo, Lebogang Mutambo, Goso Tlumelo, and that's our 3 winners from yesterday, who, of course, guessed all of our clues correctly. So clearly, you were watching, you were listening, you were online, you were doing the things.
But, gee, of course, today we are revealing another clue to the host of the season. Now, this is a big one. This is a big kahuna, right? And now the guessing for all the All-Stars hosts, we're going to be using that hashtag Tropica. And if you can guess correctly, you can stand a chance to win 2,000 Rand today. Now, the T's and C's do apply. You can find them at clover.co.za. But, gee, give the people the clue, man.
Okay.
Tell them what's happening.
So the host says, I'm a Tropica Island of Treasure winner.
Ooh.
I'm a multi-talented entertainer and your new host. Who am I?
Ooh, can you guess the clue, Mzansi? Come on, come through, tell us. Use the hashtag Tropica on our social media. And, of course, you can tune in to Nick Hammond's show, which is going to give you the big reveal. You got
Nadia Jafta, maybe? I don't know.
There's so many questions.
Mind-blowing, but let us know. Keep that conversation going. So many reasons to get excited about Season 10 of Tropica Island of Treasure.
Only you can make my day.
Not this one. It's I'm fine.
Got it.
Yeah, this one. Okay. You've been a constant thought in my head. I felt so lonely when you were not there, and time could not tell, but all of these feelings were real. I got FOMO when you weren't around. You made me feel like I'm heaven bound. And when I'm in my zone, I can't control what I feel. No, 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 no. See, I hope you hear this song. You ain't even really gotta sing along. I hope that it kills your vibe, 'cause you made me feel good inside.
Telkom gives you more value and more Monati. We've dropped the prices of our data and voice bundles. Get a 500 meg bundle now for just 10 Rand. Dial star 180 hash to buy Get More Monati bundles and enter them Bekeli Beki. Live your Monati.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, everybody. This is your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It is time to meet our entertainer, and she is a legend in the making. Growing up in a musical family, Gemma Fassie's gift has always been a burning flame, made only brighter by her desire to escape her surroundings and flourish. Now, as a singer, a songwriter, and content creator in her own right, this young lady is showing Mzansi what it means to truly, truly live your best life. Let's check it out.
Get your feet above the ground. Lose yourself, this is your moment to live your best life. Get your feet above the ground. Lose yourself, this is your moment to live your best life. I'm living my best life. Living my best life. Oh, living my best life. Nah, nah.
Come on, this is how you get the party started. Please, can we give Gemma Fassie a feel-good breakfast show? Welcome, everybody. Are you living your best life, though? Because looking at that video, looking at your face, you just have this glow about you.
I would like to think I am. Slowly but surely getting there, yeah.
For sure, 22 years old, and obviously with a surname like that, I have to ask you, is there any relation to Mama Brr?
Yes, she is my grandfather's sister.
Oh, wow, so there is. Okay, I see the resemblance. You can actually see it. We don't believe you unless you sing Weekend Special, because the boys butchered it earlier on when they opened the show. So, come, three, four.
I'm no weekend special. I'm no daddy's home.
The show is done. The show is done, everybody. You just okay. No, you definitely are family. But speaking of family, you pay a lot of inspiration to your brother, who actually help you, find your sound, find your voice in the industry. Speak to us about that.
I would definitely say that growing up, because I'm from Lavendale, Stevens, I don't think many people are familiar with that place, but I'm from there. So growing up where I was, you know how it is in the hood, it's always tough to get out. And my brother, he pursued music, he went abroad, international, he did so many things, and it inspired me like, yo, if he can do it and I'm in the same household as him, and just see his inspiration, like, and his hard work and determination to do what he has to do. I mean, anyone can do it, actually.
I didn't know you from 7945. I'm from Steamboat, girl.
I'm from 7 Steps, like just there.
Put it
Yes, sir.
Love this for us, and look at you sitting now on a national front, you know, using your music to inspire people. And then speaking about collaborations as well, you've worked with the artist called Hirsch.
Yes.
And this is something exciting that is coming up right now. Tell us about this collaboration and how it all came about.
Well, the producer, he produced it. He just hit me up one day on Instagram and he was like, yo, I have this cool hook and I want you to come through and sing it. And I came through, sang the hook, and I was like, okay, this is cool. I wrote a verse. And the next day, he was like, you know what, Jem, we need a guy on the song. And I was like, okay, we were trying to find a guy. And then Hirsch just happened to get our attention. And yeah, from there, everything just came together. And it was so much fun creating that song in studio together.
And you are still so new in the industry, but already with a sound like that, I can see that you are going to go far. This is only the beginning for you. But where to? Where do you want to take this journey? What is the next step for Gemma Fassie?
I'll definitely say doing more of these. Like, I mean, I've been dreaming of coming to Expresso, and then someone messaged me, it's like, yo, you can come. So definitely more of these. Maybe acting, you never know, singing, more concerts, more music dropping for sure, more videos, everything. Just expect anything and everything from me. Just be on the lookout.
You put it out there. We believe in the power of manifesting, and so whatever you're going to put out there, how can people get connected with you? Because I also mentioned that you're a content creator. You're about putting out, you know, stuff that is inspiring, that is relevant, and just to keep up with you. How can people connect with you?
On all major streaming platforms, anywhere, Gemma Fassie, you'll find me.
Girl, we are about to live our best life in studio. Gemma Fassie is here with 3 epic performances. There is no weekend special, everybody, but she is here to entertain you, so don't go anywhere.
I don't know, I'm feeling a bit left out, man. Like, I need to just start getting some braids or something. I want that glow.
Yeah, first of all, I don't think our performance was that bad this morning, okay? But hearing Gemma sing, maybe, okay, just a little bit. She looks amazing. I'm so glad she's finally here on the show. And Gemma, I'm going to put it out there. There's something about this show, hey, that just kickstarts a person's career on a whole different level. So the reason you are here is because you are exploding, girl. So good to have you here. But right now, let's talk about some of the deals that are exploding in your face right now.
Bring it on.
This whole month, we have been taking you through some pretty amazing deals, actually. So we want you to experience Red and unlock more with Vodacom Red. And there are some truly amazing rewards and benefits that you can score this month when you do it.
Absolutely, no doubt, Gina. Let me plug you in, Mzansi, because Vodacom Red has some great benefits, just like we mentioned now, especially the Red VIP members. Now, check this.
Okay.
You can get the Samsung Galaxy S22 on a 30GB Red VIP plan.
Okay. So
now, that gives you unlimited minutes, right? You can phone as much as you want for only $1949 per month. Plus, it doesn't stop there, right? Check this. You also get the Samsung Galaxy Watch 4, which you have actually used, you've loved, and you get the classic eSIM and Buds Live for free. That's all of that altogether. You don't choose.
It just comes whether you like it or not. No, it's amazing. I miss my buds, well, my one bud that I lost.
Oh, buddy, don't worry.
I need an upgrade for my watch. It's just, I'm like a cricketer who's lost his cricket spot.
So you need to win this, actually.
Fishing for a watch. It's an incredible deal, man. So added to that, Vodacom has also been giving you guys the chance to get connected with 10 gigs of your own data every week for the entire month of March. And of course, we asked you guys what your best travel memory was. So let's take a look at some of the comments that you guys sent through.
So Zal Shuff coming through saying, when we still had our Shoshalorza trains from Johannesburg to Cape Town and back, I would sit by the window and admire the scenery. There is nothing more beautiful than nature, and especially when it's in our country. I mean, come on.
Sure. I've done that trip before on train.
Really?
It's incredible, man. That's awesome. Andrea Jomath saying my best travel memory was 2 years ago, before lockdown, here, where I was fortunate enough to go abroad to Thailand, one of the most beautiful countries in the world, filled with delicious food and has such friendly and amazing people. I've met friends from various other countries whom I still keep in touch with to this day. Would love to go back there one day. Do it, man.
At least if you get this package, you can be in touch with your friends and get some more of that experience, right?
Exactly.
That's what Pinky Malindi comes through and says, my best travel memory was when I was on a road trip with my gals and had a flat tire. Oh, no. None of us knew how to change a tire. A stranger stopped by to help us, but today, he is my husband. No ways. I'll never forget that day. Well, that is amazing.
You better not forget that day. That's
Jamie,
brilliant.
pay attention, eh? Get a flat tire and you might get in luck. I never know.
Just park on the side of the road. Who needs a flat tire, man? Oh, a dame in distress. Those are all fantastic. And of course, you only have today left to enter, so you're going to have to tune in tomorrow to find out if you are indeed that lucky winner of the 10 gigabytes of Vodacom data.
Bring it on. Now, we want to hear from you, Mzansi. Vodacom and Expresso wants you to experience, share, and unlock 10 gigabytes of data this March. Now, all you have to do, reply to the competition post on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, and tell us. It's this simple. What is your best travel memory? All you got to do, of course, is not to forget the hashtag and use that hashtag Experience Red, unlock more. And the competition closes today. Yes, that's today, this morning, 10 a.m.
Get on it.
Terms and conditions can be found expressoshow.com. Good luck, get involved, and go make some magic memories. 10 gigs, come on, what are you waiting for?
Switch to Red and get the Samsung Galaxy S22 for 1,499 Rand and a rugby jersey, Watch 4 and Galaxy Buds Live free. Further together, Vodacom.
Oh, you can make my day.
Yes, it is. Welcome back to it, your feel-good breakfast show. It's Expresso. We're live here on S3, and we're about to unveil some fantastic technology. And the truth is, Jamie Lee, as we all know, everybody at home, it's not every day that we get to usher in a new design age. It's not every day, except today, because today we're about to introduce you to the world of bespoke.
I don't even think everyone is ready for what is about to happen right now. So let's join this man over here, Uncle Tabsy, to see firsthand how the Samsung bespoke refrigerator can create a beautifully stylish and unique kitchen space with customizable design. Let's check it out.
Here's something you are going to agree with me on. Our world is always changing. So much innovation, so much to adapt to, so much to try and figure out, from how we use the rooms in our homes to what color schemes and materials we go for when it comes to our interior design. But have you ever wondered why, with all of this change happening around us all the time, our appliances have stayed the same? But that's a thing of the past. Introducing Samsung's bespoke range, which is all about a customizable experience that best reflects your personality and your ever-changing, very dynamic lifestyle. Mark, you know what? I'll tell you this, every single time Samsung has invited me to anything or anywhere, I'm like, say no more, I'm there. And this time around, some big news, Samsung Bespoke. You have a big vision for it. What is it?
Tabiso, we have a vision of a bespoke home, a home where appliances are designed to individual taste, that are flexible and adaptive to your individual requirements, and minimalistically designed to integrate into your space.
Well, this is really such a beautiful story, but it must come from somewhere. What inspired this move for you?
So Tabiso, the kitchen is the heart of the home, and we believe that the fridge is the heart of the kitchen. And it was that thinking that begged the question, in such an intimate space of our lives, why are we limited to only two options, silver or white? And that's what led us to the inspiration of bespoke. So in 2021, we introduced our French door bespoke 4-door. It's the best we've got. It's the absolute cream of the crop. And because it was so well received, we thought, how do we make bespoke more available to more South Africans? And that was why we extended our range to the 1-door and the BMFs.
So true to their nature. What a visionary brand. This vision for bespoke really does answer to the fact that our world is constantly changing, and the vision is all about looking to the future and what that looks like in ways that are so expressive. I love it. Mark, the thing about me is you say the word custom, customization, bespoke, you got my full attention. I mean, I do it a lot with suits. But when it comes to fridges, what exactly does customization mean?
Tabiso, I know you like customization, and a lot of South Africans like customization, and we are doing exactly what we're saying there. We're giving you the option of more than 6 colors to customize your fridge. We're giving you the choice of 2 finishes, gloss or matte. We're even giving you the opportunity to create your own fridge configuration. A bachelor on his own, have a bottom freezer and top fridge. Someone special joins your life, you can pair 2 of those together, or you can add a 1-door. You can even add a convertible 1-door that's either a fridge or a freezer. We give you the chance to even add a 3rd fridge if your family gets bigger than you expected. This is the customization that we wanted to introduce with bespoke.
Listen, say no more. Everything here is absolutely beautiful. But of course, we know that where Samsung really does flex its muscle is innovation. What innovation can we expect from this?
Our customers expect it, they demand it of us, and there's no shortage of it. In our French door, we've got the beverage center. Customers want a beautifully designed, hidden, convenient beverage experience, and that's what you've got here. From the first glass, ice cold water, as well as an autofill pitcher, so you're never going to run out. South Africans also like a cool drink on a weekend. We said, why have 1 but 2 ice makers One that makes standard ice and one that makes tiny little Samsung ice bites to cool your drink even faster. We've got metal cooling to keep your fridge cold when there's load shedding. There's even smart things to monitor, manage and control your fridge remotely. From the convenience of your mobile device, you can check, is the fridge working? Have I got the ice machine running? What's the energy consumption like?
What really stood out for me is the ice maker and the fact that you can connect your refrigerator to Samsung Smart Things, which is on your mobile phone, is out of this world. Come on, we're living in the future here. Anyone decorating their space or creating, a vibe in their home typically would brief a designer and tell them what they want. How does it work with the bespoke range? What do you do?
Well, we definitely want to make it simple and easy for customers. So the first thing is, on the Samsung website, there's an online configurator where you can design your own bespoke, adding fridges, removing fridges, changing colors. For others who would like to visit in-store, we've got our in-store experience kit that has different kitchen designs and colors, as well as the full range of bespoke options, so that you in-store can play around and find the bespoke that best suits your life.
Mark, for me, it's the experiential nature of what you've been able to create for customers to be able to walk into store or even online. But seeing, touching and seeing the colors, matching them with your tiles, your kitchen countertops, planning your future, planning that vision for your home, that's the life I want.
That's the life we want for you. We want to get you your bespoke life to be so.
Mark, let's talk after this is done. I want a bespoke life, please.
Let's talk.
You know what? The world of bespoke does open up a whole new world of possibilities, and Samsung does make it possible for you to really customize your space and create the expression that you've always wanted. And Samsung wants you to get your own experience of the Samsung Bespoke refrigerator range. All you have to do to enter the competition is go on social media. Remember to tag at Samsung SA in your entry. The question, pretty simple. Which one of the Samsung Bespoke refrigerator models is your favorite one, and which color would you pick it in? Remember to use that hashtag Samsung Bespoke. The competition will close on the 4th of April 2022, and the T's and C's, find them on expressoshow.com.
All of them. Can I enter? I want to enter. That is the most beautiful fridge I've ever seen in my life.
I am in. What a range. Samsung has totally outdone themselves with this one. It really is all about personal expression, and they know how to bring that to life. Do enter the competition. The post is on our social media. Go and enter. Jamie Lee, who knows? You might be in with the best book. I will see you just now.
Yes, I'm Zanzi back in the kitchen, so you know what that means. We're gonna make something good, and Easter's also on the way, so we thought we'd make some cupcakes. Right now, you get cupcakes, which you all know about, but then there are vanilla cupcakes with a luscious chocolate mousse topping. Yeah, that's what's up. Now, to make matters even easier, Chef Clem, our yummy bunny, is using the cute as a button vanilla cupcake mix with fantastical and cupcake plan. Man, are you ready for this? Cupcake, yap, yap, yap.
Don't say that too fast. Don't say that too fast.
I don't care. I'm like on the best ride of my life right now because I just come from USA Champs. It was incredible.
Congratulations.
Thank you, man.
Did they clap for you?
Yeah, they clapped.
Can we do it again? Can we do it again?
So with that being said, we need to celebrate not only the fact that Easter's coming, but we get to celebrate the fact that I can eat whatever I want.
And because I asked you before, I was like, Raul, are you still in your eating plan? And you were like, give me everything.
Bring it on.
Everything. Okay, so this is an absolutely amazing recipe.
Okay.
Number one, we're gonna make a chocolate mousse from scratch.
Okay, I always wonder with you because I see so many. I'm like, we're making a cupcake. That's a small little thing.
Yeah.
But there's so much going on here, man.
There is, but for a reason. I want to show you some new, amazing, fantastical products that I love.
Bring it on.
Let's start with the chocolate mousse. So I've got some dark chocolate, 70%.
Nice.
But what I love about chocolate mousse, you can go like even darker if you want. You can go to normal milk if you want.
I like the dark. It's not too sweet. It kind of gives that balance.
Not too sweet.
It gives you all the chocolate that you need. It ticks that craving box without overpowering.
Absolutely.
I like that, yeah?
But by making this recipe, even if you've got kids that don't like the slightly bitterness of dark chocolate,
still going to get
you got that cupcake. So it's a beautiful balance. So adults are going to be happy, the kids are going to be happy. So, okay, butter goes in there. Then I'm going to add some instant coffee, espresso coffee from Woolworths.
Oh, wow, okay.
Coffee and chocolate
best friends.
Of course, of
that
course.
actually brings out the flavor of the chocolate.
Right.
So that's going to go in there.
I'm always wondering with these recipes, who is actually the one that really needs this to be the best? Is it the adult or the kid? I'm really not sure, actually.
I don't know, to be honest with you. To be honest, I do not know. Okay, next thing. I'm not going to make the cupcakes. Because I just want to honestly just show you how amazing this is. Fantasticals, we know them all. We know them all.
Yeah?
But now they've come out with a cupcake.
What is this? Oh, okay.
Right. Everything's
nice.
in here already. So inside this box,
Yeah?
everything, all the dry ingredients for your cupcake mix, and the Fantasticals are in here.
So
All
what,
you
I
have-
would just need like milk
some
or
eggs and yeah, they bring it
boom.
together. That's it.
Well played, Mr.
And
Fantastic.
the best thing is these amazing. Okay, well, yeah, let's just take it out quickly. Oh,
nice.
oh,
Let me
and
grab
it
that
comes
for
with
you.
cupcake wrappers as well.
And you get cupcake holders
Right.
as well. All right, okay.
This baking tin. I mean, the fact that
Okay,
Woolies goes, we always go the next step, right? We don't just give you a cupcake mix, we actually give you the baking tin that you need.
Because how often do you actually not have this if you have tried this for your first time? You're like, I've got all the ingredients. Oh no, I don't have the tray. Boom.
Exactly.
No worries.
If you're a beginner baker and you like,
Exactly.
start totaling up, I've got to buy this, and cakes aren't cheap, and then you go, oh, but I still need to buy a... Woolies is like...
Also, if you have someone that always eats your cupcakes and your muffins, but you never ever get theirs, now's the time to pay it back, pay it forward, and get them to do their part. Why are you smiling at me like that?
Pay it back. Pay it back. Okay, cool. What's in there? Yes, I love working with you. Okay. Egg yolks go in. Where are the egg whites? They're over here. So if I can ask you for 30 seconds, not even.
You whisk that up.
If you can with the electric hand mixer.
Right, got you, man. Power tools coming in. 3,
Yes.
2, 1. Yum. You obviously could do this by hand, right, and still get the same
Oh,
look.
absolutely.
You just got to put the effort in, and I think this is the perfect opportunity to get the whole family involved, have some fun, make a mess in the kitchen. Why not? Because
Why not?
you can clean it up afterwards.
I feel like baking. I feel like baking is the one activity we can get everybody involved in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Kids like interacting with their food and
Yes.
adults.
And
This is a
licking
great
the
way-
bowl as well.
Absolutely.
You know how it is.
Okay, that looks good, Raul.
Got
so
you.
even
Boom.
I've added the egg yolks to it. I'm going to use a little bit of this egg white now just to loosen this mixture. I've got some cream that I already whipped before the time.
Okay.
And the sweetness of the mousse was actually in the cream. I added like 2 tablespoons of sugar in there, and that's enough. That's enough.
Nice, okay.
So we're going to loosen this up.
So the aeratedness of the egg white is kind of going to like bring this up, make it more like puffy, aerated.
Exactly.
Is that the plan?
That is the plan. This is a little too warm now. Try and get your chocolate to get as close to room temperature as possible before you start incorporating your whites,
yeah.
and your cream.
Okay.
But we're trying to like speed it up a little bit. So can you pass me the cream?
Cream coming up. There you go.
And again, we're going to alternate cream, egg whites, cream, egg whites. So while I do that, Raul, I've got some chocolate mousse that I made a little earlier. And here's the thing, you can make chocolate mousse and serve it like 4 hours later. But I honestly...
Are you handing this over to me?
Yes, I am.
Oh, I'm so
yes, I am.
excited.
Honestly, I believe that the chocolate mousse gets its best texture if you let it chill overnight.
I'm feeling this. This is quite cold.
Yeah.
Okay, so this was in the fridge, right?
It was in the fridge
Okay,
overnight.
nice.
Yeah, I've got some of the cupcakes for you that we baked a little earlier.
So excited. I've never actually done this before. Is it like a technique to this? Anything to like any tips, top tips?
It kind of is, but like I don't want to like talk about it. I just want you to feel it.
Just feel it, all right. Bring the Easter Bunny powers within me. Let us.
And while you do that, I'm going to tell you another reason I'm obsessed with the Fantastical range and all Woolies chocolate, in fact, is because it's all responsibly sourced.
Nice. Okay.
And that is very important. That's caring about the future, caring about the farmers, caring about the planet, and obviously you as well.
That's pretty much guilt-free indulgence right there. Nothing.
You know
to
what?
worry
It should
about
actually-
other than can I have another?
Yeah, it should decrease your calories, shouldn't
What do
it?
you think of that? Like a rose, eh?
Yes, Raul.
Yeah, man. Culinary school. I don't need that. I
You
got
don't need
Chef Kim
that?
right here.
Okay, so all I'm doing now is I'm just folding. Instead of like beating it into the mousse, I'm just folding and folding and folding. And once all of that's been added, you'll see the color will then be a nice matte brown,
Okay.
even, and make sure you get to the bottom of the bowl as well. So I'm going to keep on doing that. I'll come back to that in a second. I want to also talk about the fact that Woolies now have a 3-tiered cooling rack. And I was like, wait, that makes so much sense and so obvious. Why has no one done that?
Yeah.
Because when you're baking cakes, you have to like cool off more than one layer or more than one tray of cupcakes. They come out with a 3-tier cooling rack. I mean, that's pretty amazing.
I feel like I don't have to worry about anything. The next step that Woolies is missing out on is basically just making it for you because everything
Oh, but
else,
they do.
Everything else
But
is
they
there.
do. But they do. If you haven't tried Woolies hidden scented cupcakes,
Hidden scented cupcakes.
At exactly
the
1 minute.
cupcake plug right here, people.
At exactly 1 minute past 9, when this show ends, put your shoes on, just go. They are amazing.
After that, they're probably going to sell out now because you just tempted them, Zanzi, especially after what we're making out here.
Right. I want you to try the chocolate mousse, because seeing as you're saying you are eating it now, but I want you to look into the camera and I want you to say, welcome to your feel-good breakfast cooking show. In your best Raul de Mornay.
In my best Mr. Bunny voice.
And I'm actually going to get music. Okay, which camera are you on? Which camera are you on?
Going on 4.
Look deep into the camera, like, okay, smoldering eyes. We're going to get the music for you. When the music starts, go for it.
I'm Zanzi. Welcome to your feel-good breakfast cooking show. We got you.
Ryle has officially become sultry bunny. Sultry bunny. How's that mousse, though? How's that mousse?
Wow,
Can I just say something? Because of the richness of the chocolate, that's actually quite a lot. I don't feel like you can, you can, but I feel like the smaller portion of it is more than enough for what you need to eat that chocolate.
The flavor in there is incredible. And like I said, I was waiting for the sweetness to just override me because I took a big spoon, but no, the balance is perfect. It's got that cocoa feel. It's got that grounded feel, that earthy feel, but the sweetness is just perfect. Woolies.co.za. If you missed out on this, you want to get in on our cupcake vanilla action.
Pay it back.
Pay it back, people. Pay it back. Oh, I love that, Chef Clem. Beautiful stuff. Always having fun in the kitchen.
Always.
You can do it too, Mzanzi. Enjoy. Can I grab this?
Yes.
Cheers.
Like, force us.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
First of all, let's just mark the resplendent return.
Resplendent?
Hey?
Resplendent.
It is. It's resplendent.
Brand new word of the day.
It's beautiful, man. You look gorgeous this morning. Great to have the hair back in action. Great to be chatting about something exciting. Yes, Grant Hines is here to talk about Ghostwire Tokyo. It has been one of the most anticipated games on PlayStation 5 this year, undoubtedly. Not much was known about the game, but it is mysterious, and that's some mysterious and outlandish imagery has gotten everyone very excited. And of course, Grant is in that group, but does it stand up to the hype? That's the question.
Yeah, so this is a very interesting game because when it was announced, it looked like a little bit of like a horror game, and I love a horror game as well.
Yeah, I'm all about that gothic vibe. I think that's
and so does Amble, and I really enjoy like Asian horror movies. So like this is like set in Japan. I was like, ooh, this is gonna be cool. But it ended up not being what I thought it was, and it's being published by Bethesda and Tango Studios. Bethesda are very famous.
It's saying get away from it quick. I don't know if that was something that you should be taking cognizance of.
While it's paused, let me express how I feel about the game. So anyway, it had this fog that takes over
over and just like the whole population of Tokyo disappears, and you are one of the last people left, but you've got all these abilities, and it turns out that there is somebody that is guiding you.
Yeah.
See, look how spooky it is, and it's so cool visually. So Bethesda do games like Skyrim, and they also did like a bunch of games with Tango in the past, and it's really interesting, but it's not what it turned out to be. This is actually an action game. This is not a horror game at all.
Action. It looks visually absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, it's very strong, beautifully, and they use a lot of that Japanese horror like visuals, but it's got nothing to do with that stuff at all.
Wow. Okay,
very
so
cool.
I'm digging this vibe. Set the tone for us here in terms of what are the stakes? What are we trying to achieve in the game?
Okay, so you're trying to firstly find out what's happened. Because the whole of Tokyo has disappeared. It's like Lost, an episode of Lost.
It's
You're
gone,
like,
and there's now ghosts, and we don't know why.
And there are all these like Japanese like the mythical creatures that are trying to attack you. A lot of people that aren't in clothes. You just see their clothing items. So it's kind of like a Ghostbusters set in Japan. That's probably the best way to describe this. It's a
like with
Ghostbusters.
ninja assassin thrown in the mix.
And you've got all these abilities. So I've got this ability to. There's no weapons in it. You just have all these abilities that you can cast from your hands, kind of Harry Potter style, which is very cool. So you can either shield or you can cast this, which is a little bit unique because we haven't seen games like this in a very long time.
Yeah, it's kind of either or, but we've never had a full expression.
There was a game called Spellbreaker back in the day that Peter was saying back, it's that kind of thing. And then the game is exclusive. Here's one of the creepy dudes in the back. Let's see if I can.
A pair of pants with no body inside them.
Yeah, but you can see it's literally not scary in many ways. I'm going to charge up my attack so it's fully charged, and then.
It's on a 20. Get him.
There we go. I got, oh no, they just chased me. Look how they walk. It's scary, but again, it's like a.
Yep. He almost got you with his broken umbrella. Come on.
Okay, I'm just gonna run away.
Nice. I think you.
I'm gonna pull, and then you pull out their core, and you free this person.
So you're emancipating the lost soul.
Yeah,
brilliant.
So that's cool. Anyway, but because it's a PlayStation 5 exclusive, they really use the PlayStation 5 controller to the max, and a lot of people don't really know this.
Nuance there, yeah.
Yeah, the PlayStation 5 controller is called a DualSense controller, and it's got like rumbles in very unique ways and places, but. The microphone on here is interesting. So remember I said that there's somebody with you that's helping you work out this, navigate this world?
Your spirit
They're
guide.
literally speaking through the speaker the entire time. So I was sitting on the couch, and then all of a sudden my controller starts talking to me, but it's having a full-on conversation. In Japanese.
I was going to say, hopefully in English. No!
It's all in Japanese, but fortunately they're great subtitles. The voice acting is amazing in this title. It looks beautiful. If you love this kind of aesthetic, you're really going to enjoy it. I don't want to give away too much of the story.
Yeah, a bit of a spoiler alert, I get that, but it looks like something we've never seen before. I haven't seen something kind of taken to this degree, which is not often said in our segments, so that's cool. Does it live up to the hype?
Look, I think it's a bit of a mixed bag. I don't think it's a game that it's a little bit simplistic with the shooting and stuff. I want it to be a little bit more interesting, but maybe the second one will be as exciting. But if you like this aesthetic and you like this world, you probably really enjoy the uniqueness.
You can immerse yourself in it. It looks absolutely beautiful. You can let us know. It looks like it is going to deliver Ghostwire Tokyo, something that we haven't quite seen before, but an action, a little bit of horror in a beautiful Japanese setting. Maybe it's just for you.
Games aside, with the March holidays in full swing and the Easter bunny almost on our doorstep, we're here to help you keep meal times very simple and very easy with Simply Chicken. Now, for quick and easy recipes, all you have to do is follow Simply Chicken ZA on Instagram. It's that easy. Now, also remember, there's a new chance to win an air fryer, everybody, every single week with Simply Chicken. Now, to be this week's lucky winner, simply reply to the competition post on either the Expresso Facebook, the Twitter or Instagram page and tell us your hashtag Real Mom Easter holiday stories. We want to hear all about it. Now, you not only stand to win this amazing air fryer, but also a chance to tell your story on Expresso and automatically be entered into the draw for the grand cash prize of, wait for it, 10,000 Rand. Yes, it could be yours. Now, don't forget to include that hashtag Real Mom in your answer. The competition closes at midday tomorrow, which is the Friday, the 1st of April. And remember, those T's and C's can be found on our website, expressoshow.com. Happy entering to all of you mamas.
welcome back to it, your feel-good breakfast show, Expresso, on this beautiful Thursday morning. Yes, you're in for your daily dose of feel-good. And this morning, we're so excited to have Gemma Fassie, gracing our stage on this very feel-good morning. Please enjoy her very first single. It's called I'm Fine. Because you know what? She's fine. She really is so fine. You're fine. Take it away. Be fine.
Thank you. You've been a constant thought in my head. I felt so lonely when you were not there, and time could not tell, but all of these feelings were real. I got FOMO when you weren't around. You made me feel like I'm heaven bound. And when I'm in my zone, see, I can't control what I feel. No, 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 no. I hope you hear this song. You ain't even really gotta sing along. I hope that it kills your vibe, 'cause you made me feel good inside. And night after night, you stood me up. I sat on my couch and cried off my makeup. Boy, I'm fine. Boy, I'm fine. And night after night, you stood me up. I sat on my couch and cried off my makeup. Boy, I'm fine. I'm fine on my own. I think it's time that I find my way. Pack like ain't another night that I'm gonna stay. This feeling's getting old. There ain't no room for us to grow, but it's okay. You can never love me the way that I want, so I'ma put these words in a song. You've clearly made up in your mind. I should have seen all those signs. Night after night, you stood me up. I sat on my couch and cried off my makeup. Boy, I'm fine. Boy, I'm fine. Oh, night after night, you stood me up. I sat on my couch and cried off my makeup. Boy, I'm fine. I'm fine on my own.
Yes! Woo! Come on! Gemma Fassie bringing on all of the feel-good, all the brand new energy here on your feel-good breakfast show. This is the moment we have been waiting for. This is the talent, the voice, and the vibes we've been waiting for. Put it here, both of them, because you are the moment. Love it. Let us know on Expresso Morning Show, SABC3, what you thought of that. Boys,
What we thought of that, wow, wow, wow. Now, it's just gone past the hour, of course. It's time to take a look at the news. And starting on national fronts, the Automobile Association has called on Transport Minister Fikile Mapula to extend the deadline for the grace period given to motorists who have been unable to renew their driving licenses. Now, the deadline for motoring licenses ends tomorrow, with the minister resolute that no further grace period or extension will be granted after today. Now, the lockdown forced licensing centres to close, resulting in a massive backlog. Now, this was exacerbated after the country's only license printing machine broke down last year, leaving some 500,000 motorists stuck with expired cards. Now, sticking to national news, the Department of Health says SA is to dispose of more than 90,000 Pfizer COVID vaccines today, which is the expiry date. Now, it's the country's first such disposal of coronavirus-related material, and COVID-19 infection rates have declined, but vaccination rates also seem to have stagnated while the government ponders ending the national state of disaster. Now, about 44% of SA adults have been fully vaccinated against COVID. The initial target was 67%. From national news, we head over to international fronts in the Ukraine, where 4 million people have now fled the Ukraine since the start of the war on the 24th of February, and there have been 1,189 civilian deaths, including 98 children. Now, this is according to the latest figures from the UN's human rights chief, and meanwhile, a Kremlin spokesperson has said that there was nothing very promising said or any breakthroughs achieved in talks between the two sides yesterday. And attacks on Ukraine's northern cities have continued despite Russia's pledge to cut back operations around Chisinau and the capital Kiev in an effort to boost mutual trust in peace talks. Now, next up, the BBC has been allowed to resume its operations in Burundi 3 years after it was banned from the country. Now, Burundi's media authority, the National Communications Council, made the announcement after a meeting yesterday in Bujumbura. Now, the BBC had its license withdrawn in March 2019, and this step followed BBC reports that the Communications Council said had damaged the reputation of the government of the late President Pierre Nkurunziza at the time of the ban, where Burundi had some 1.3 million BBC viewers as well as listeners. Now, next up, moving over to Ecuador. The highest court in Ecuador has ruled in favor of wild animals. Now, a case for Estrelita, a woolly monkey taken from the wild and kept as a pet, has become the first case to apply the country's rights of nature law to animals. Now, a librarian kept Estrelita as a pet for 18 years, and the monkey was seized by authorities in 2019 and placed in a zoo where she died a month later. Now, a habeas corpus petition was filed on behalf of Estrelita, requesting that the monkey be returned to her owner and asking the court to rule that the monkey's rights were violated when she was relocated. Now, the court ruled that Estrelita and other wild animals do have rights, and that those rights were violated by both the librarian as well as the government. Now, Ecuador has become the first country to incorporate rights of nature in its constitution, and this case was the first to apply the law to wild animals. While the rights of nature is something that we all look forward to, and especially for our nature lovers out there, let's hope that this does continue to bring about nothing but magic to the rest of the country. For now, though, it's time to take a look at the rest of the headlines, starting off with the sport now, and here's G with the latest.
Thank you so much, Raul. Let's kick it off with cricket and, of course, the impending Test series. South Africa taking on Bangladesh in the first of 2 Test matches, starting this morning down in Durban. The Proteas, although much changed from the limited overs defeat, will be looking to bounce back from that shock 50-over series loss to the Tigers, who really were on top form. Kingsmead, not the happiest hunting ground for South Africa, unfortunately, in the recent past, having lost 6 of their most recent 8 tests down in Durban, going back to the 2009-2010 season. Their last win on the ground came back in the 2012-2013 season against India. Dean Elgar will also be leading an unfamiliar-looking side with the likes of Ryan Rickleton and Kaya Zondo likely to make their Test debuts. Then Dwayne Olafia, Luto Sipamla and Glenton Stuurman, the only fast bowlers with Test experience in that current squad. They've got 13-3, 1 Test caps respectively between them. Before we move on to local cricket, just a quick update. The Proteas ladies doing battle down in New Zealand in the ICC Women's World Cup are chasing a total of 294 for the win. That was after England posted 293 for 8 in their allotted 50 overs. Now let's bring it back home for local cricket. The Titans, they claimed what ultimately became a very easy 200-run victory over the Northwest Dragons in the Cricket SA One Day Cup yesterday. That was after scoring what had to be a big one. In fact, it was the highest ever one-day total by a South African team. So the Pretoria side broke the record for the highest total by a South African team and the highest total made in one-day games on South African soil as they powered their way to 453 for just 3. Man of the match, understandably, Tennis de Bruin scored 179, while Neil Brandt, he took 3 for 31 as the Dragons were dismissed for 253. And elsewhere, the Knights, they beat the Warriors by 7 wickets, thanks to a 73 from Riley Rousseau, and then 4 wickets from Alfred Matoa with ball in hand. Then we move on to rugby. The Sharks will be hosting the Dragons from Wales tomorrow in a crucial United Rugby Championship clash. Sean Everett has the luxury of freshening up that pack after the sterling work that they've been doing, giving some of his hard-working forwards a bit of respite. There are 5 changes, in fact, to last week's side, with Leroux Roots, James Fenter, Jandre Labaskachny and Pepsi Buthelezi all coming back into the side. And Jaden Hendricks will be replacing Grant Williams as the only change in the back line. And then Sia Khaleesi will be playing off the bench as tight head prop Thomas Tutoy is handed the black captaincy armband. Then we move on to golf. Tiger Woods has prompted much speculation and a lot of positive sentiment that he will return to competitive action at next week's Masters by completing a practice round at Augusta. So the former world #1, who's now 46, has been very publicly recovering from leg injuries suffered in a car crash 14 months ago. Social media yesterday reported Woods arrived at Augusta Regional Airport on Tuesday morning before making the short journey to the home of the Masters. He then walked 18 holes with his son Charlie and fellow PGA Tour pro Justin Thomas. Now, since the accident in the outskirts of LA, Woods has only competed in the 36-hole PNC Championship, where he in fact partnered with his 12-year-old son, who looks the splitting image of him, stroke and all, and rode in a buggy. Let's hope this is a positive sign. Well, that's where we leave our sporting headlines for now. More fitness and more gaming tech coming your way, but for now, let's bring you up to speed with the latest on the weather front and take a look at some of your sunrise pictures.
Thank you so much, Dee. Starting on the international weather front, Fatima Viveros was a little girl when she decided to become a volcanologist. And now at age 44, she's putting her skills to use to protect her home in Portugal's Azores Islands. Now, the lush mid-Atlantic volcanic island of São Jorge, where she grew up, has been rattled by some 14,000 small earthquakes in the past 12 days. Viveros and other experts fear the tremors, which have reached a magnitude of up to 3.3 on the Richter scale, could trigger a volcanic eruption for the first time since 1808 or a powerful earthquake. Viveros works for the region's Savisa Seismo Volcanic Surveillance Center. The island's sudden increase in seismic activity is reminiscent of the earthquakes detected before the eruption of the Cumbre Vieja volcano on Spain's La Palma Island last year, now some 1,400 kilometers southeast of the Azores. Over 85 days, that eruption destroyed thousands of properties as well as crops on the island. Then from weather news abroad, we return to our own shores to showcase more of the stunning sunrise images that we received via the Expresso Facebook page. Now, Prasio Mas from Kwa Mtlanga captured this beautiful silhouetted photo showing off the bright glow of the sun from behind the cloud cover. Another one came through from Rumba Govender, also took a silhouetted shot showing off the beautiful transition of colors in the sky, showing off some wispy clouds. We love to see it. Keep them coming through. Who knows, you might get a feature on your Feel Good Breakfast show. That being said, let's get you up to speed with those temperatures for the 7 o'clock update. Polokwane, if you're out and about, do expect a low of 13 that will peak at 27. For you, Mbombela, it is a range of 15 to 30, but do expect some sunshine coming your way, as well as Pretoria, sun is coming your way on this Thursday with a minimum of 15 and a maximum of 28. Johannesburg, for you, it is a range of 14 to 26. as well as Mahikeng can be seen with a minimum of 14 and a maximum of 29. Klerksdorp, do expect some sunshine as well with a range of 14 to 30. Kimberley, for you, it is a minimum of 15 and a maximum of 30. Bloemfontein with a low of 13 and a high of 28. Richards Bay coming through with a low of 20 and a high of 32. Pietermaritzburg, for you, it is 18, 29. Durban, 22, 30. And then thunder showers are coming your way today. Mthatha with a range of 16 to 25. For you, East London, it is a range of 18 to 22. If you do find yourself in Craddock on this Thursday, do expect a 70% chance of rain with a range of 14 to 27. Gqeberha, for you, it is 16 to 22. George can be seen with a low of 15 and a high of 20. The mother city, Cape Town, ranges from 16 to 20. Worcester, for you, it is 11, 26. Sutherland, 9, 24. And then last but definitely not least, Uppington, ranging from 17 to 32. Well, that is where I leave your weather update here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Well, the sun is always shining on the islands, unless it's a volcanic island, and that was a bit intense. Okay?
No, man, we don't want none of that volcano. Come on,
No,
yeah.
man. It's smooth, man. So I didn't actually fully take on board just how incredible an all-star season actually is, dude.
Especially when you look at that lineup we were speaking about earlier. That was huge.
It's incredible. So we know that Tropica Island of Treasure is back, baby. Yeah, and it's a celebration of all 10 seasons so far with the best of the best of the best coming back.
Tropica has announced the 9 All-Stars, and they are once again Kanya Mkangisa. We got Colin van Jaarsveld. We got Jonathan Boyter Lee. That was one of the favorites from G. Name ups also. Roxy Lowe in the building. Maurice Page. Kelly Kumar. Brendan Piper. And Shashi Naidu. Oh, that is one smooth all-star cast, and filled with winners and favorites and fans.
Winners,
and
dude, they're all competitive. I know Sash well. We've known each other for years, and she is so laser-focused. Maurice Page, kickboxing.
Yeah, man, these are like not just pretty faces, right?
This is insane. I think things are ramping up. So with the 10 All-Stars, or the season 10 All-Stars, you need an All-Star kind of host, surely.
How do you get a host of this caliber to handle these All-Stars, G?
It's a lot of personality. So we want you guys to help us figure out who the All-Stars host with the hashtag Tropica guessing game right now. And if you guess correctly, you stand a chance of winning. How about this? 2,000 Rand today. But you can find all the terms and conditions on clover.co.za. But I think we should give them a clue. Do you want to hit them
here's
up?
the clue. This is a good one, okay? You've got to pay attention here. So the clue is, I'm a Tropica Island of Treasure winner, a multi-talented entertainer, and of course, your new host. Who am I?
Oh, do you think it's a boy or a girl?
I don't know anymore. You know what I mean? I can't even think. But like, the first name that came to mind was like Chris Rock. That's how big I'm thinking.
Oh,
I'm like Will Smith. And I'm like, wait, I don't think they won though. The caliber's there, but I don't think they've won.
Oh,
Can
man.
you guess some, Zanzi? Can you figure this clue out? Tell us. Use the hashtag Tropica and come through on the social media channels.
And make sure that you tune into Nick Hammond's show for the big all-important reveal. But keep those guesses coming on the Expresso Morning Show Facebook page. Hashtag Tropica. Season 10 is here, baby.
Oh, you can make my day.
Welcome back to your feel-good breakfast show. It's Expresso. On a Thursday morning, you know what we do. We like to switch over to the world of tech and see how our lives are improving only for the better. Now, the circus, let's talk about that. We know that as a form of entertainment, it's extremely old as me, honestly. But that's not stopping it from becoming high-tech. No. That's not stopping it from doing that. Technology is transforming the way that we enjoy the circus. Let's see what they're doing. I mean, I'm hearing stories about animal holograms. I'm hearing things about drones. There's a lot happening.
Yeah, there's a lot. Okay, so let's start off with the animal holograms.
Yeah, well, how on earth? Tell me more.
So obviously, it's terrible when people bring animals into the circus.
Yes.
Any form of animals that we use and exploit for entertainment is terrible.
Especially if they don't like doing it, because some animals do enjoy.
They don't. They're animals. They don't enjoy the circus.
No, they like entertaining.
What?
No?
Okay.
All right.
I don't think animals enjoy entertaining us, but they want to be themselves. But we've come up with really creative ways to make sure that we still can incorporate the wonder of nature inside of the circus, because that's where that appeal comes from. And we've done it through holograms. And these holograms are like remarkable. You can have a full 3D hologram. Do you remember the Tupac hologram on stage?
I remember that one, the Gemma Fassie one we've had here in the country as well.
Yeah, so you have, so it's a similar kind of technology. But here's the exciting part.
Yeah.
You're not limited to the animals that can enter the hall. You can have a fish inside your studio at the same time. You can have anything that you wouldn't be able to have inside that location. You can have an elephant 4 times its natural size if you want, which is very exciting.
And
obviously,
you can have an elephant doing whatever you want to do, like backflips.
And obviously the spectacle of holograms is also impressive. To see it for yourself is also pretty remarkable.
Yeah.
So let's move on to something called projection mapping. So
what is that?
We've always had projection mapping for a very long time now, but we're working out depth mapping on projection objects in 2D. So you can project on an object, like a 3-dimensional object, so as if it looks 2D, which can open up a huge realm of possibilities when it comes to performance.
So what is the difference between the projection, mapping, and hologram?
So as you can see on the screen right now, that person is a 3D individual. It's a 3D performer.
Yeah.
They are getting projected on, but they look like they are 2-dimensional. So it's working around the person to make them stand out. So you can do some really striking visual effects and very high technical coordination that you can't do in any other spaces.
One other thing I've heard...
Look at that. It's incredible.
It's remarkable, actually, what they're able to do. But changing of colours of clothes...
Yes. So you get colour-changing clothes now.
Yeah.
Which is also really nice to use. It's a brand new technology.
I love that.
I'm actually not 100% sure how it works, but here's Dream Ripple Productions has put together this one. And you can see like how the clothes can actually change colour. You'll see in a bit. And it will fade from, you see the blue and yellow, and it's changing to a completely different pattern underneath.
It's almost, yeah.
So a performer can go through an entire performance with this technology on, and then their outfit will slowly change, as you can see, to a completely different outfit by the end of the performance.
Is that embedded in the actual clothing item itself? Is that what's changing, or is something being projected onto
No,
that
it's in the clothing. It's in the clothing. So it's clothing technology, which is really cool.
I want that. I don't think that should be limited to the circus only. Can you imagine if I was just sitting here and my top suddenly was changing? It was becoming blue and red and orange and pink.
That would be cool when we do that one day with the press of the button. The next one I want to chat about is drones, though, because you brought it up.
Yes,
so
that's interesting.
The Cirque du Soleil actually is the forerunners in this.
Oh, yeah?
What they've done is they've taken objects like lampshades and made it a part of the performance, and the lampshades come to life. So using drones is a great way to do really interesting set dressing in a way that's a little bit unconventional. It looks like magic, right?
It does.
You can do so many cool things with the performers as they interact with technology.
Yeah,
so
we had ghosts, for example, as part of the storyline.
In fact,
could walk in and grab a lamp.
I actually been to the Harry Potter, the Circus Charlie, and I think they did that with the what are the Dementors from Harry Potter? Yeah.
But drones make a lot of noise, right? As we know, so that
but you're at the circus, so you
then work it as part of the
so there's a huge music performance behind you. Yeah, you won't be able to hear the drones over that, which is really cool.
What else is there?
Then you're really enjoying this. I'm glad. The other one is creative rigging. So this isn't necessarily new technology, but the technology has improved. So we can now rig performers in a way that is way more creative and allow them more creative freedom to express themselves and create new dances. So as you can see, we can't see any ropes in this particular shot. The performer is currently rigged. And then it will open up opportunities like, look at that, like being able to do slow-mo, floating close to the ground, lurching over, which is really cool. So the circus, as it stands, is becoming more and more technical, more and more practical, and more interesting.
Growing up, I really did enjoy going to the circus, and seeing it sort of drop in popularity over the years has really hurt my feelings and broken my heart. To see that we are reimagining the way we can bring the circus back to life in this way is stunning. Grant Hines, you are fantastic for bringing us up to speed with all of this technological advancement that's taking place, but more on the tech front with Grant a bit later on. Right now, though, let's go break a little bit of a sweat. Why not?
And the thing is, if you are in the circus and you are part of the performance or the lineup, you have to be flexible. Now, flexibility is not just for gymnasts, but rather for every single one of us. Now, along with a better range of motion, it decreases risk of injuries, increases blood supply and nutrients to joints, reduces muscular tension, and so on. Now, it is a very crucial part of your regular workout regimen because stretching after a workout routine relaxes tightened muscles. Now, here to take us through some of those exercises that really can help improve your flexibility is model and personal trainer Kyle Eli, as well as Mr. Raul de Mornay is also going to be joining us.
Yes.
Kyle, this is your show, my friend. This is your show.
I just wanted to jump on board because I know how valuable this is for anybody as an athlete, me coming from a competition. Exactly. I need this, and I don't think anybody cannot do without flexibility, and especially from someone like you. I mean, you have got a good balance in your regime. It's not just the looks that count as well, clearly, it's the body too. So you're going to get us in shape this morning?
For sure. Okay, so I just want to break one common misconception once again. People tend to, when they start to work out, they just get into the workout, right?
Yes.
However, you won't just get into your car, start it and leave. So we have to warm the body up and stretch all the time.
Okay.
So let's take us through the first move.
So we're warming the body up, getting it primed.
Okay, cool. So it'll be a forward lunge on the left side first. Nice and slow, controlling it down, right? Slowly
your
up.
leg is hanging in the air there, not going to the ground.
Exactly, not all the way down.
Can I just say, both of you have the longest leg. You are in the front of the mat. I'm still right at the back here with my short legs, but it's okay.
That's okay. Jamie, you just show us that it doesn't matter what kind of legs you got.
Last one.
You can join in with this one.
Other side.
Whew.
Just step back.
Jamie, you feeling any burn there? Because my legs are already feeling
You should feel some sort of
I don't know about you.
Some sort of burn, yes,
Or you're
indeed.
just that fit already that you
No.
don't even feel it.
It's not like to the people here. I'm definitely feeling the burn. I'm with you guys on this one.
Last two.
Ooh.
You feel the burn?
Yeah, feel the burn, especially the fact that you don't have any position to rest in that exercise.
Exactly. So
you're constantly stimulating that muscle, yeah?
Exactly. So with warming up and moving around, you have to get blood into the muscle. Without
flow on.
exactly. Because without blood in the muscle, we're not going to perform.
Okay, bring the blood, man. Bring the blood.
Let's go. Okay. We're going to do shoulder rotations.
Okay.
Both inward and outward.
Okay.
Nice and firm. Chest up to the side and inward. That's it.
Nice. So this is something that is so valuable for the rotator cuffs, especially for shoulder health, getting that mobility. I know a lot of people trying this out now. If your arms, Hansi, you might feel like your arms just don't want to open any further.
Exactly.
Like the elbows need to like lift up. Oh, this is so good for me, especially. This is something I've incorporated in my rehab almost every single day just to get that shoulder health. So beautiful exercise. I also love how you're using this gym hack.
I was going to say that now.
So
Like,
cool.
you don't have no excuses at home. All you have to get is a Super M bottle, something a weight that is good for you, and there you go. You can work out with us.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, similar to the first exercise. Just turn to the side.
Ooh, okay.
And now we rotate upward and squeeze. Slowly down. Up. Squeeze.
All the way down.
Slowly down. Up. As far as you can go.
Check how crazy this is. So this is, again, where my shoulder health comes into play. Since at this location, this is as low as I can go.
Exactly.
You know, you want to try and get like lower, and then the trap comes into play. So this is the exercise I should keep practicing.
Exactly. So like 2 or 3 sessions.
That range of motion, yeah.
Exactly. 2 or 3 sessions, you'll be all the way down.
Kyle Eli identifying weaknesses here. Getting us stronger.
3,
I love it.
2, time. Okay, let's drop down into a pistol, baby. That's it. So we're going all fours.
Yeah.
So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. On your tippy toes. Just drop slowly down. Keep squeezing everything all the way up. Squeeze nice and tight. Straight legs. Let's go down again.
Nice and control. We love these flow sessions.
Yeah, I feel like I'm part of like a music video right now, just flowing with my mates.
What
and it
music video?
You know, like those like cool, like enchanting ones that just take you.
No, I've never seen anybody.
Maybe we can ask Gemma later if she's looking for some music inspo theming, and then we
But
can
like way back. We'll be like the backup dancers, but like way back. Like even off screen. No
Exactly.
way. No way.
Okay, our
Nice,
final
man.
exercise
Yeah,
will
bring
be a
it on.
child's pose.
Beautiful.
To most people, this looks like just a chilled exercise. However, it's a good stretch with the glutes,
Oh, yeah. Feeling the hips opening up here for sure.
the lats.
Now I've definitely seen this in like a Nicki Minaj video. Okay, straight. I'm trying not to make jokes anymore. I'm going to be focused.
Keep it nice and tight.
Carl, this is something I'm starting to enjoy, just sitting in this position. Can I hold it for quite a while?
You can hold it up to 30 minutes.
Because just breathing in it, I'm starting to feel the hips
30
opening
minutes.
up.
Child's pose.
30 minutes to be sitting in a child's pose all day. You all have time.
You'll do yoga for 45 minutes, right? Mm-hmm. Similar. So let's go forward. Nice and slow, watch me. Squeezing the hips all the way down.
Nice.
And that'll be that.
Oh, beautiful stuff. And right in position to grab one of our Super M's here because we've earned it, clearly, man. I gotta say, after workouts like this, you know you're expecting that sweat and that burn, but there's a different kind of a feeling here. It's that good stimulation, that good tingle. Almost kind of feels like the body's coming back to life again. The rust has been shaken off.
Exactly.
I'm ready for my Super M this morning. I don't know if you are, man, but this has been exceptional stuff. Thank you so much, Kylie.
Cheers.
No
And
problem.
apparently we are blessed to have not only one more, but 2 more sessions with you. So the body's gonna get primed. We're not only working on the good looks this morning, of course, Indian nudge nudge, but we're getting the body in check too. Cheers,
We need
Mzansi.
this
We'll
fuel.
see you for another
We
one.
need this fuel. Yeah, cheers.
Yum.
Only you can make my day.
Simple as CBD should be.
Yes, Mzansi, welcome back. Your Feel Good Breakfast Show, and we're carrying on with the fun that we just had and just come from, and we are working on our fitness. Now, whether you have tightness in your shoulders, if you're recovering from an injury, or simply want to boost your strength or your shoulder muscles, there are specific stretches as well as exercises that can especially benefit those target areas. Now, here to take us through some of those exercises, we got personal trainer and model Shabra Carl Eli in the building. Man, I love the session that we had earlier. I'm already feeling invigorated. I don't feel like it was too much impact. I'm feeling ready for this morning. I think anybody that is what is at home joining us right now feels the same. So let's carry on with the good stuff, man. What do you got for us?
Okay, cool. So we're jumping the shoulders right now.
Yes, please.
So very similar to what we did.
We got our gym hacks here, Super M bottles. Again, Mzansi, you can use anything with some weight. The bigger the bottle, the more weight, but quality over quantity, as Carl Eli Shabra says.
Exactly. Okay, cool. Let's go forward, up, and squeeze all the way down. This is activating front part of the shoulders.
All right, so squeezing the shoulders, right?
Yes. All the way up and down.
Nice.
I'm realizing I'm working out with the big boys today. Hey,
you want to move with the big boys?
All the way up and squeeze. Okay, cool. Let's space each other out. Our next one will be a lateral shoulder raise.
Quick one before we move to the next exercise. Sure. Just with regards to rep scheme and rep count, how many reps you kind of going for in these exercises?
So with these type of exercises, I'll always opt for time.
Okay.
Between 30 and 60 seconds.
All right, so it's not about how many reps, it's about the time and attention.
Exactly like you mentioned, the quality.
I love that. Okay, let's keep that quality going. What's next?
Lateral shoulder raises. All the way to the side, all the way up. Squeeze your shoulders, and all the way down. That's that. Keep it going. Squeeze. Remember, warming up is focusing on the movement itself before the real movement.
Yeah, and also priming it for those bigger sort of weights that you want to lift. But at the same time, I always feel like the shoulder's so complex. It's kind of like you got to use it or lose it. The more you kind of use it in different angles, and like I'm feeling with these exercises, the more it's starting to feel ready to kind of take on the world, man.
Exactly.
Want to fly?
I want to fly, mama.
3. Up. 2. And 1. Okay, our next exercise is a common exercise people always tend to forget, especially bodybuilders and regular fitness people.
Yeah.
Right? Which is our rear delts.
Ooh, okay,
remember, these are the muscles we cannot see in the middle.
Oh, so that's why people don't train it.
Exactly.
They always just abs, chest, thighs, everything on the front. Okay, I love that.
Okay, cool.
Full 360 approach to this one, and perfect.
Let's bend all the way forward, arch your back, keep your back nice and tight, engage your lower back, in other words.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna keep our weights over here. All the way to the side, up and squeeze.
I like this one.
Jamie, you feeling it in that zone there?
Yeah, definitely, definitely.
Immediately on that first rep already, I can feel, especially with the angles we're creating now, coming through, rear delt action. Booyah, baby.
Lovely stuff. How are we feeling?
Good, good, good. It's like a good burn. It's like that. We're warming up, but it's not too hectic, low impact. Everyone at home can do it. Again, we want to hear no excuses. Winter's coming, and people tend to, you know, neglect their fitness and their workout routines. No, this is the time to put the work in. That's the time.
Also, at the same time, I like that not every workout has to be this crazy gung-ho session. This is giving you some downtime, or maybe on a down day, you can still work on carving, you can still work on stimulating the body. So it's a perfect balanced approach if you're going for one day on, one day off. I'd put this in your down day because this is beautiful, man.
Exactly, an active
recovery.
Yes, yes, that's what I'm talking about. I see you.
Okay.
Nice. Man, you got anything more for us?
Our last one.
Beautiful.
Okay, we need to space that just a little bit.
Okay.
Arms out to the side. Mini circles.
Ooh, okay.
Keeping attention on the shoulder, the whole shoulder actually. Nice and tight. Let's pick the pace up a little bit.
Jeez, it hasn't even been like 5 seconds, and I'm feeling the burn here already.
I know, right? We used to do this in dancing training, and we'd do this for like a minute on. You'd burn, and the first person to drop their hands would have to buy the entire team, like,
around
or something.
Wow.
No. Oh, yeah.
3, 2,
I'm just saying, the first person to drop has to buy everyone breakfast. You have to buy something.
Oh, yes.
That's my party trick,
Kylie, like coming through with another banger session, man. Like I said, I love the fact that this is for everybody. It doesn't matter how bad or how good your fitness is. This is something that you can benefit from, whether you're an athlete, someone that's a dancer with a party trick. It doesn't matter. Get involved in Zanzibar. We've got one more session coming at you, so don't go anywhere. Another hack from Carl Eli Shabra, and we'll see you in just a bit.
Well, I've actually also been doing doing so much of that working out as well, breaking a sweat. But we're asking you on our Facebook, our very first post to you is, what's your one party trick that'll get any party started? And most of us do have that one trick we know we turn to when we go out. Let's see what you've said on social media. Tamarone Klut says, to start our parties, we love breaking the ice with some minute to win it games for some fun and laughter. Hashtag Expresso Show. That sounds like lots of fun indeed. John Cameron says, my party trick is I would get the party started by playing some popular rock and roll to put everyone in the mood to move their bodies and dance, dance, dance. Okay, get those coming through to us. Our hashtag is Expresso Show. Let's see what more of you have said. Heather says, my start is to open the floor with a hip-hop dance. The best way to start the party. Laughter is the ice break that's good for your health. Yes, and I mean, obviously, if you are at the start of any party, first off, going straight into a hip-hop dance, that's certainly going to get people laughing, but of course, break the ice in the process as well. Linda Aja says, ish, that pose and the tutu. I would need someone like you to get a party going. Okay, you see, that is actually, I have to tell you, not yet my party trick, but something I am considering. I think that's going to be how I welcome my guests over as I start the party. So please do share with us your number one go-to party trick that is sure to get the party started anytime, any day, any party. Expresso Morning Show, SABC3. Remember the hashtag Expresso Show. We'll see you just now.
Well, maybe your party trick is how many s'mores you can stuff into your face. We will find out this morning. We are going to create something with our Black Cat peanut butter that is going to blow your mind and possibly your mouth hole. And Michaela Tien is here to show us how to do it. This is peanutry. It's delicious.
It's overload.
It's an overload, yeah, in all the best ways. Michaela, this is one of the best, coolest things we have done. And there is something really South African about a good old s'more. We love it. Kids love helping out in the kitchen. And obviously school holidays, great time to get them involved, get them stuck in. And today we're going to show you how to make the tastiest and of course the quickest and easiest weekend treat. We are calling them peanut butter s'mores. The best part, it doubles up as brain power. And yes, as I said, Michaela is here to show us how it's done, simply step by step. Girl, this is awesome. Are you a peanut butter person?
So much so.
Really?
Yeah, I love
I knew it. I knew it. That's why you are cool.
Yeah. Nikki was telling us earlier she had peanut butter on her banana bread.
Oh, get out.
Yeah.
And now what I like is we are inverting. We're doing an inception peanut butter thing. We're actually going to sprinkle peanuts on the peanut butter drizzle that's going
crazy.
On the biscuits with the peanut butter. This is crazy. Okay,
yeah.
So there are some steps here. What are we doing?
We have some coconut biscuits.
As we do.
Our favourites. Or some caramel ones would also be great.
Ooh,
yeah.
I like that. I mean, you can go any route. You know your flavor profile. If you want to go ginger nut, you can do that. It's up to you, man, with a little bit of a kletzer there. But I like the coconut flavor profile so much, and it does lend itself to a s'more. Oh, and
what
you're not
kind of
holding
peanut
back.
butter do you like? Because extra chunky like this one is my favourite.
Yeah, I am chunky. I prefer chunky as opposed to smooth, but I'm all about that no added sugar and no added salt, so I go straight for the yellow rim.
I like a bit of sugar.
You'd like a bit of sweetness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially from peanut butter. Oh, there's something.
Because you are so sweet, and that's
why. You never say that.
I know, but I should say it more often. And obviously here we are getting the very best quality. Black Cat only use very high quality, A-grade in fact, peanuts with a unique roasted peanut taste. Beautiful flavor profile. Now, did you know that Black Cat peanut butter is high in energy and fiber? You're getting a little bit of extra health benefit there. And Black Cat also has a no sugar and salt added variant in their range. That's 99% peanuts. And that's, as I said, just look for the yellow rim. And then start creating, man. You don't just have to have an old peanut butter sandwich. Create the s'more. Okay, so now you're having fun with our burner. And this is where things get really exciting. Dun, dun, dun. Whoa. For that extra smoky flavor. I love it.
Yes. Okay.
Look at that, because it's got to have a bit of a char to it.
Yeah.
To fully caramelize.
Oh, okay. I'm bad at this.
Blow that one out. Is it still going? Well done.
Yeah, it was. Okay.
Oh, wow. Okay.
But ideally, you'd want to do this in the oven because that was way too dangerous if kids are around.
Yeah, no, for sure. But no, but you want to, either way, you want to make sure that you get a good kind of melt, crispy caramelization. That's when the real flavor comes out. And now you're putting Black Cat chocolate. Oh my
We
goodness.
clearly didn't melt the marshmallows enough, but it's okay.
That's fine. We get the idea. Now I've got, which one am I going for here? The smooth. So this is for our sauce, yes? For our
And
drizzle.
you're just gonna microwave it at like pulse seconds. So check it after every like 5 seconds.
Okay,
and that's the one with the sugar in it, so it might burn if you let it go.
Okay, so just exercise some restraint and caution as you're
100%.
doing that. I'm gonna go. So you just want it to kind of melt and become a nice drizzle.
Let's see how good you are at microwaving stuff.
I'm just trying to watch to see if it's gonna.
Okay, stop.
Yeah, sooner. Not quite. You can do it. The way you pumped this, I was just waiting for this to turn into a burning molten liquid within 5 seconds.
Okay, stop.
Hey. It's not quite there, not melted.
Okay, give it here.
Okay, is that all right? Go. How's that?
It's really bad.
I told you, man, I told you. It'll come, it'll come. But yeah, no, I understand. Exercise caution. Make sure you don't overheat
And then
and
while
overcook.
Graham's learning how to master the microwave, you just want to chop some peanuts.
Almost there, almost there. You can do it.
Who would have thought it would be a whole segment with Graham just using a microwave?
Using a microwave, but I mean, these are essential skills. Look, we did say it was simple. This is probably the most difficult part of the entire process, so it's okay.
Okay.
Okay, so you've crushed the peanuts.
Yes, and once your peanut butter is melted,
Okay.
is it? That's
that
better.
right? Do it.
Thank you. You want to take it and
Oh.
and drizzle it
Globulized.
across.
Oh, look at
or
that.
you can Jackson Pollock it and like.
Oh, yeah. Why stop there? Get a giant potato gun. Just blast it across. And then we've got some desiccated coconut that we've roasted.
Yes.
By the looks of it. Oh.
But you always need a little bit of peanuts. And we've chosen the salted kind for this. It just adds a little bit of...
Salt and sweet does work, 100%, like a salted caramel type vibe. And then we finish it off with our beautiful desiccated coconut. And it is for the gods, my friend. Oh, call the angels down. Michaela, this looks amazing. Well done. From one
Thank you.
peanut butter heart to another, I think we have won. Weekend treats no longer have to be a guilty pleasure. This one has got all the health benefits to get your brain boost. You can obviously find this beautiful recipe, delicious as it is, on expressoshow.com. Well done. Hey.
Boost your day with the Peanut Power Black Cat.
Yes, it's time to take a techie turn. Grant is back as we continue to focus on the circus this morning, and not where it's come from, but where it is going. But of course, we have to cast ourselves back just a little bit when we look at games about circuses throughout history. And really, in my mind, only one comes to mind, and that is Circus Charlie. Think about it. You will remember this game. So let's take a little trip down memory lane and see how well we remember the timing through those fire hoops. I can actually see Circus Charlie turning bright red as he gets set alight. Grant Hines, this is nostalgic. I'd completely forgotten about this game. And then when I saw it, it was like it unlocked a portion of my childhood memory. When was this made originally? This must be one of like
this
the
was
first
1984.
Does that make it one of the first few games? Surely this must be.
Yeah, so 1984 came out on Nintendo NES and arcade. Oh no! Oh!
Look at him!
And it's by Konami, obviously a massive publisher in the scene, one of the OGs. I just wanna see if you can take it. I don't know if you wanna give this a go.
Oh, a double.
Yeah, but you know the double's easy. The jump is circle, and yeah, there we go. Wow, it's got it. It's such a classic. I mean,
there it comes. I
mean, we were saying as soon as we said it in studio, we were trying to sing the thing. Yeah, it's wild. Press start. There we go. Yeah. And so here's the thing. I don't know if you know this, but like there were 6 different levels in this game, and I never got. This game was so hard that I never got. There's a level with dolphins in it. Did you know that? I didn't know that.
Dolphins, naturally.
If you are at home watching this right now and have us on social media, tell us if you got to the level with dolphins in it.
Please record a video of you at the level with dolphins.
I mean, that would be amazing.
I don't believe that there are actually dolphins in this game.
It was all about timing. It was all about agility. I think it's a little bit easier on a new console because the frame rate's higher. Woo! I'm gonna give it this.
You can do it. There's the goal.
Yes!
Charlie is still the king of the circus.
Fine. Then it insults you. I like the score. You did fine. You did okay.
Yeah.
That's all right.
But I would imagine there were guys that were like freakishly good at this particular game. Did this birth any kind of circus genre of games? Because I kind of feel like the circus genre might have peaked with.
So this is what you call a 2D platformer, and it's a very highly skilled, timing-based 2D platformer. So it did, I would say that a lot of the legacy for a game like Circus Charlie was some games like
Donkey Kong.
Ori, and well, yes, Donkey Kong, yes, but they all came out at roughly the same time. But games like, wow, I'm pretty good at this! You know, as soon as you say you're good at something, as soon as you say, you know it's going to end up bad. But yeah, so I think this kind of like meticulous skill level, timing-based platforming has kind of been a staple throughout gaming.
I suppose it's one of the pillars of gaming, I suppose, ultimately.
All the time at this game. And you know, back in the day, you couldn't save. You couldn't save these games.
How did we do it? How did we make it through life?
You kids that are watching this at home, you don't understand the struggles that us as gamers had in the 90s. You couldn't save a game. You had to
dial-up sound.
You had to, and your mom told you to get off the console, and you had to switch off the TV and pack it away and leave it.
Buddy, I had to go to an internet cafe and pay them 15 Rand for 15 minutes, bro. That's where my level of technology was. And that's how I bombed prelims, bro, was Duke Nukem, man. I love it. Okay, so this is a lot of fun. Can you still get it, like, so on a PlayStation?
Yeah, we actually are playing it on a new console. So a lot of these have been re-released as arcade games or arcade classics. Makes you feel old. They are classic games in the stores, so you can get them. Look, the reason we were doing this is because I was chatting about like you know, circus stuff, and I thought, hey, let's take a throwback to a game that really mattered to us when we were kids.
Let's put it out there, okay? If anyone has become a master of Circus Charlie, because I have a feeling there might be some wunderkind out there, and you have found the dolphins at some point.
And also, do you remember the horse level?
Game. We'd love to hear from you. We'd love to see some videos. But Circus Charlie is our throwback, our ode to the circus genre. You can do it, man.
I'm going to do this.
Come on.
Yes.
Come on.
Yes.
Watch that purple monkey. Come on.
Yes, boy. No, there's too violent. Why? They don't like me.
Two pink monkeys, man. No one can deal with 2 pink gorillas. Circus Charlie, are you the king of this game? Let us know. We'd love to hear from you. Yay. Charlie.
After all of that fun and games, it's time to cool down with another workout. Now, of course, you can do cool down exercises at the end of your workout to really just ease yourself out of any strenuous activity. Cool down exercises and stretches lower your chance of injury. It helps to promote blood flow and also reduce that stress to your heart and other muscles. Now, personal trainer and model Carl Eli, he's back here to take us through some of those exercises. Do you guys remember where you play those games? Like a game shop?
So
a game shop?
Yeah, it was
so cool.
Very nostalgic.
Yeah.
Yes.
I remember, I don't know about you, Carl, but I didn't go to like one of those cafes or the puppy shop and then you just use your change to play like one game?
Like 15 minutes or, you know what I mean? And I'll be out of there in no time, so I'd lose all the time.
Now you've replaced your 15 minutes with a nice workout instead.
Exactly.
I like that. We're evolving.
Okay, cool.
So what do you got for us, man?
The last part, which is also one of the most important parts, is cooling down the body.
So this is after we've done the workout. We've warmed up, we've worked out. Now we want to cool down.
Exactly.
Right, the final form. Let's get it.
All right, so feet nice and close next to each other. Hands on your sides, going all the way down, keeping your legs stiff or straight. Stretching the hammies.
That tightness at the back of my leg, is that normal?
So normal.
Oh, okay.
If you can, hands flat.
Oh, yo, my stiffness
If you can't.
is being exploited here right now.
Hands not flat.
Okay.
Okay, slowly back up. Roll back, breathe in. Slowly out, down again.
One thing I love about stretching and something I've always been encouraged to do after workout is because when you're working out, you're breaking down the muscle, right? And you're tightening the muscle. So it's almost like resetting, kind of getting yourself back to recalibrating again, getting the body's range back.
It's like getting rid of lactic acid after the workout. You know what I mean?
Nice.
Last time down, nice and slow.
Also find every time I'm going down on this, it seems to be able to go deeper and deeper, like the range is increasing.
So you're actually increasing blood flow.
Yeah.
Body.
That's just so nice. If you are feeling stiff and feeling like sore, then this is great just to recover.
All the way down for sure, definitely.
Lovely.
Right. So the back of the legs are nice and stretched out, the glutes and the calves. What do you got for us next?
Here we go. Right leg over your left.
Okay.
Tuck it in nice and tight. Take your left arm over. We twist.
Okay.
Ooh.
Keep it nice and tight.
Jamie, where are you feeling this one? Because I can feel my back as well as that.
My back.
Yeah.
Is that a weird feeling?
No, ask the pro, yeah.
That is the feeling we should be feeling.
Nice. And also, again, a little bit in that glute with the leg that's bent.
Exactly.
So it's like a good bang for your buck on this one.
Other side. Nice. Remember, guys, always nice and slow. It's delicate movements.
Yeah, especially we've worked out. The body's tired, right? We don't want to create any injury.
Also, we're putting our bodies in unusual positions at the moment. And we grow in unusual positions, right?
You know why I love a cool down? Because then it means that I'm at the end of the workout and I know once I've got to this part,
it's like your victory
we're
lap.
done. Yeah, you've earned it. You've actually earned this cool
So
down.
while we're sitting, arm up to the side, thumb up, squeezing it nice and tight.
Okay.
Both the chest and the rear delt at the same time.
So this is the rear delts that we worked out earlier.
Exactly.
Now we're stretching them, getting them back in order. Hey, man,
Don't forget, guys, between 30 to 60 seconds all the time. 3, 2, time. Other side, nice and slow.
Like that. Mzansi, I hope you're joining in with us now, especially if you were part of the first 2 workouts. We got a good warm up, we had a good workout, and now we are resetting the body, getting our stretch on, and getting the body to reduce that pain that you might feel when you've done a good workout. You wake up in the morning and you're stiff. This is kind of going to result in reducing that, yes.
Exactly. So let's go on all fours.
Nice.
So right, Raul, that's perfect. Thank you for mentioning it. Okay, we're going to go all the way down.
Okay.
Similar to child's pose. But now this time we're going to go all the way to the left, walking to the side.
Walking your arms left, okay.
As far as you can go.
Oh, here we go. The
that
lats.
feels so good.
Actually,
Like that good pain, that this is nice.
I always have such a love-hate with this feeling. It's like you know it's good, it hurts, but you know you want it.
that's so true. All the way down. Keep squeezing.
Oh, this is incredible. My lats are loving this right now, to be very honest.
Like, that's what you're supposed to feel. It's like a string pulling.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Last one. Let's go forward.
Nice. I can know a lot of swimmers that are big on the lats. You're going to love that one. That is brilliant, working out the entire sort of anterior chain in a weird way. Yeah, nice stuff, man.
So the last one is a bit frowned upon, and I understand why people don't like this movement. It looks weird.
Okay.
Watch me.
Oh, we're getting the hips.
Altercating all exactly that.
I think a lot of people are going to like this. Don't you worry, up. A lot of people are going to like this one. All right, so we're working the hips. I see your knees are open. Feet are flat on the ground.
Exactly.
Oh, there we go. Feeling that immediately. And you've just got a little bit of a pulsation there as well.
Exactly.
Jamie, how's it going over there?
It's good.
It's good? Good form. I like it. It's not your first time doing this exercise, yeah?
3, 2, and 1.
Why are you laughing? You're so good at that, eh?
Yeah.
Nice. Calm, man. I absolutely love that. That was legendary.
Okay, so listen, earlier on, we were speaking about party tricks. Do you have a party trick?
I have a fitness party trick.
What is that?
Weird as well. I need to show you guys.
You have to show us, 100%. Show us. Party. Whoa! Whoa!
You are invited to all of the parties. Yeah.
You just won the party, man. Nice stuff. Okay.
Okay, we're going to a party this weekend. Are you joining us?
For sure.
I was gonna talk about my party trick, which is making guys take their shirts off like this.
Yes, come on. Yes, please. Not just a pretty face. This is how you do it. This is how you want to get in shape. Carl, in the building. Wow, I think this is my cue to just walk away because I can't compete with this. Jamie, you can take it from here.
It's just so easy. How do I do it? It's my party trick, everybody. Again, you're welcome.
Yeah! Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Singers, we're not going to be touching on the sport now. I hate to say it, but it looks like the Proteas ladies languishing on around 50 for 3 at the moment, chasing a target of 294 to win to get into the final of the ICC Women's World Cup. But let's now bring you up to speed with those latest news headlines.
Thank you very much, G. Yes, let's get up to speed with those news headlines. A final look at that. We start off here at home in South Africa, where the legal team of the convicted student of Walter Sisulu University Art in East London, Sibongile Mani, is to submit an application for leave to appeal against her conviction and sentencing. Mani was sentenced to 5 years imprisonment in the East London Magistrates Court yesterday, as she was convicted of theft after 14 million rand was wrongfully overpaid to her account by Intellimali in 2017, and she spent more than 800,000 of the NSFAS money in 3 months before the error was noticed. In South Africa's day, the Automobile Association of South Africa has called on Transport Minister Fikile Mbalula to extend the deadline for the grace period given to motorists who have been unable to renew their driving licenses. The deadline for motoring licenses ends tomorrow, with the minister resolute that no further grace period or extension will be granted after today. The lockdown forced licensing centres to close, resulting in a massive backlog. This was exacerbated after the country's only licensed printing machine broke down last year, leaving some 500,000 motorists stuck with expired cards. And now a look at those international headlines. Some 120 asylum seekers have been evacuated from Libya to Rwanda. The group of men, women and children, the youngest less than 1 year old, were from Eritrea, Sudan, South Sudan and Somalia. Most had been living in urban areas of Libya's capital, Tripoli, and others had been arbitrarily held in detention, some for several months. Amnesty International has called living conditions of asylum seekers in Libya horrific and inhumane. Rwanda has taken in more than 900 asylum seekers since mid-2019. Staying with news further abroad, 4 million people have now fled Ukraine since the start of the war on the 24th of February, and there have been 1,189 civilian deaths, including 98 children. This is according to the latest figures from the UN's human rights chief. Meanwhile, a Kremlin spokesperson has said that there was nothing very promising said or any breakthroughs achieved in talks between the two sides yesterday. And attacks on Ukraine's northern cities have continued despite Russia's pledge to cut back operations around that area and capital of Kyiv, and in an effort to boost mutual trust and peace talks. In a first for Africa, the Faculty of Law of the University of Johannesburg, known as UJ, is offering a short learning program called the Foundations of Animal Law. It will be held fully online and will introduce students to the way in which the law and policy intersect with animals. It will also explore cutting-edge legal developments in the field, as well as provide an understanding of the main regulatory framework governing animal law in South Africa that can lead to greater protection for animals. The course at UJ is open to all, but you'll have to shake a leg to enroll, as applications close at 5 p.m. this afternoon. The duration of the lecture portion of the program is 5 weeks, with 2 lectures per week, starting in May 2022 to June 2022, culminating in the requirement to write a detailed position paper at the end of the course. An internationally acclaimed academic, Professor David Bilkitz, and an attorney, Miss Amy P. Wilson, who is also the first South African to hold a master's degree in animal law, will be the course leaders. That's one, that one's certainly an exciting one for those with an interest in animals and the protection of animals. Certainly one to look out for. Those applications will close at 5 p.m. That's where we leave it for now this morning. Here is a final look at what's happening with your weather.
Thank you so much, Tobiso. Let's get serious for a second now. I have a very firm warning. The South African Weather Service has issued, in fact, a yellow level 2 warning for severe thunderstorms with strong winds, excessive lightning and heavy downpours in parts of the Eastern Cape today. The Weather Service has urged residents in places south of the escarpment in the eastern half of the Eastern Cape to please be prepared for localized flooding of susceptible roads and settlements. And a yellow level 2 warning for waves has again been issued as well. This will result in difficulty in navigation at sea between Alexander Bay and Plettenberg Bay, and subsiding in the evening. And meanwhile, in Australia, homes and businesses on the east coast have once again been hit by severe flooding. As you can see, the area has been pummeled by heavy rain over the last few months, owing to the La Nina climate pattern. A relentless downpour in Byron Bay flooded the central business district. Some incredible scenes coming from down under there, and our thoughts certainly go to all of those in the affected areas locally and down in Australia. Now we move to the sunrise images that bring a smile to our face that you guys have shared on the Expresso Facebook page. And as our morning doesn't really begin without seeing how your day starts. And our regular contributor Fatah Khan, he traded in his usual view of the Richards Bay waterfront for this beautiful ocean view in Margate. Clearly having a little holiday there, Fate, enjoy it. And Gavin Pollock from Durban shared this gorgeous orange-hued photo overlooking the silhouetted city landscape. Gorgeous composition there. Then at 7 a.m., Prasio Mas from Kwamaklanga captured this beautiful silhouetted photo showing off the bright glow of the sun from behind the cloud cover. And then last but definitely not least, Rumba Governor also took a silhouetted shot showing off the beautiful transition of colors in the skyline, showing off some wispy clouds. Absolutely beautiful. Perfect scene setter. Thank you so much for sharing those images with us. Keep them coming. Let's get into the temperatures that you can expect throughout the country today. Starting in Polokwane, your low is 13 going up to 27. Then Mbombela, you are going to be kicking off on 15 degrees going up to 30. Pretoria, your low 15 going up to 28 degrees. Johannesburg, 14 and 26 your range. Mahikeng, 14 your low going up to 29. Klerksdorp, sunny day, 30 degrees your high, kicking off on 14. Kimberley ranging between 15 and 30 degrees. Bloem, 13 and 28 degrees today. Richards Bay, you start on 20 with a max of 32 degrees. Pietermaritzburg ranging between 18 and 29. Moderate day in Durbs, 22 your low going up to 30 degrees as a high, 16 and 25 with thunder showers expected in Mthatha. Then East London, also a chance of thunder showers there with a low of 18 going up to 22. Craddock, you can expect rain as well, 14 your low going up to 27 degrees. Aberga going from 16 to 22 degrees your range for the day. In George, 70% chance of rain as you kickstart your day on 15 degrees going up to 20. Cape Town, similar range, 16 your low, 20 your high. Worcester ranging between 11 and 26 degrees. Sutherland, a bit of cloud cover keeping you between 9 and 24 degrees today with a 25% chance of rain. And Upington, you can expect 40% chance of thunder showers, 17 your low going up to a high of 32 degrees. Well, thanking you once again for your beautiful sunrise pictures. I'm going to proclaim it regardless of the weather. Make sure it's a feel-good kind of day. But that's a wrap of your news and weather for this Thursday morning.
Definitely is a feel-good kind of day. Of course, the crew is all settled in our nice whites and creams. The kids are on holiday as well, and that's making me jealous, guys. I want some holiday action too. And you, Mzansi, I don't know if anyone else is counting down the holidays in minutes to Easter holiday time, because it's only 2 weeks away. Are you guys ready?
Not even ready. I thought I was ready until I got to see all of the recipes yesterday when we were being inspired. Then I realized I am far from ready. If you haven't thought about what you're going to be making, those family traditions around that, then I don't know how ready you are.
Well, look, Mzansi, don't worry, because we've got something special planned, and obviously there's some tips to come with all of this. Now, whether it's your days of relaxing, planning a holiday, doing something special, or maybe you decide to go all out with your holiday, then we want to come through and serve you with something good. Some tips, quick tips to help you keep your bank balance in check. And the team at Nedbank have shared some incredible advice points when it comes to this, just to make your money last that much better and make better money choices.
Absolutely. First and foremost, let's talk about it, and we speak about it quite often on the show. It's called a budget. A budget. Now, this sounds obvious, but not many of us actually, you know, sit down, draw up a physical budget. So look at your finances right now, see what you actually have to work with for your holiday. From there, then you can determine, you know, how much you're going to be spending on your travel, those accommodations and activities. And remember, you don't have to use your whole budget. Save still where you can.
And the thing is, you know, for those who are going to be driving, right, if you're driving, remember to factor in things like the increase in petrol price, because that's a big one. It could easily add a few hundred, sometimes, depending on how far you are driving, a few thousand to the budget. So don't let those costs catch you off guard. You want to make sure that you are on standby for them, and you're like, I've got you.
Yeah, I got you. Now listen, if you don't have as much money as you really need for that little holiday, which we all need, right, then you can consider using a credit card, especially if it's something important that you really want, especially to self-satisfy the soul. Now you can get a credit card for these extra expenses, and it doesn't have to be a scary or reckless thing either. Now you can use your credit card and you can spend it comfortably as long as you know that you are able to pay it back. So use that credit card. It's a fantastic opportunity to make sure you get the holiday you deserve. But again, the budget, stay in line with the fact that you know you can pay it off. You don't want to come back with debt and being like, now what?
And it's good for your credit score as well. So when you use your credit card wisely, your credit score likes that.
Then lastly,
this one's important.
Yeah, this is the most important one as well. Just enjoy yourself, live your best life. We all deserve some downtime to recharge with our loved ones, and we really can't put a price on that. So enjoy your holiday and just be mindful of your spending. Capitalize again on those deals and promos. And again, let's reiterate, stick to the budget.
That is the name of the game. And if you've been in the market for a credit card, then you'll be happy to know this, that the brand new Nedbank Gold credit card might be just the thing you're looking for, that you need. You get up to 55 days interest-free credit. That's great. You want to know that about a credit card. You also get personalized interest rates, and you only need a basic salary of 5,000 Rand per month to qualify, which is a great thing because they really are opening up access to credit across the board, even to those who previously might otherwise not have been able to gain such credit. So do go out and check it out. See if you do qualify. Go on to nedbank.co.za because you know what? They take your money seriously. We'll see you after this.
Don't change your lifestyle too much when you get a raise. Do you want a bank that takes your money or a bank that takes your money choices seriously? Join Nedbank today.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. You're still live with Expresso. Oh man, we just can't get enough of it. It was the clap seen across the world. And in case you haven't heard, of course, and I don't know how, last weekend at the Oscars, Chris Rock delivered a joke and of course made at Jada Pinkett Smith's expense about how her alopecia, as a result, Will Smith then marched onto stage after seeing her reaction to the joke and promptly slapped Chris Rock in the face, to the disbelief of Chris and the audience and in the entire world. Now, many of us have been in situations where we may be the butt of a joke to the point that it feels like bullying or harassment. And for some, our first reaction may be to just shut them up with a slick word or two, but for others, more physical comebacks are their response, a conditioned response. So now what? We've got to unpack this one. It's just too interesting, and we're calling upon the legal guidance of the expert in law director at jaffa&associates.co.za, Dawood Jaffa. Welcome back to the show.
Thank you for having me.
I've got to ask this. What was your personal opinion, what was your reaction when you saw this happening? How did your legal brain kind of kick in and assess what you witnessed along with billions of others on live TV?
Look, it's something that not a lot of people expected. And if I have to speak of it from a legal point of view, you know, we look at what's called a private or self-defense, which is in relation to yourself or a third party. And with regards to that, you have to look at the proportionality of the reaction to what took place. And I mean, in my opinion, Chris was doing his job. You know, he told a joke maybe about health. It's a bit of a touchy topic, but the response was, you know, it was physical assault. So the proportionality wasn't there.
And this is, I think, ultimately, as much as we can relate to what was going through in that space, and maybe many of us have been put in that situation where our significant other has felt exposed, or we feel like we need to step up and protect them, but you hit the nail on the head there. It's actual physical assault, and we can't take away from that. So what could happen to Will? I know that no charges have been leveled at this point, but what could happen to him in the eyes of the law?
Okay, so if this happened in South Africa, and South African law was governing this whole situation, what could happen was a case of, or a charge of assault would be laid against Will Smith for this. In South African law, assault is defined as the intentional and unlawful application of force against someone else. I mean, it's clear that force was applied against...
You can feel the thud through the screen, man. It was a solid cut, man.
It was solid. It was solid. But apart from that, there's a common law charge of crimen injuria, which is also the unlawful and intentional impairing of a person's dignity. I mean, Chris was doing his job, and on a public stage, he was assaulted.
The most public, yeah.
The most public, so...
And it would have been, I mean, that joke would have been vetted by the Oscar board. They would have worked on that for weeks. It wouldn't like he just dropped that little gem in there last minute. People would have known about this. They would have discussed it. And I suppose there is an expectation, if you look at what Ricky Gervais, for instance, has done at the Oscars in the past, you got to expect something in that territory. Let's look at the flip side and play devil's advocate for a second. Linguistic violence. Some people saying that looking at the amount of tension, and this was a loaded comment, if you will, knowing Jada's health issues and the complications in that space. Linguistic violence, what is that? And does this fall under that scope? Just looking at some kind of oucher for Will?
It's difficult to, in this sense, play devil's advocate, because he was, like I said, he was making a joke, he was doing his job. People were laughing, so he was successfully doing his job, and I mean, Will laughed about it as well up until he saw the reaction of his
from
wife.
Jada, yeah.
So it would have been a different story if the joke was told and everyone looked at his reaction, and it was the same as Jada's, but he was laughing, and then his reaction changed when he saw his wife's reaction, and he obviously went to smack
the extreme. I call it a rush of blood to the head or something like that. I suppose it begs the question, legally, and I know you're not an expert in Oscar law, if there is an expert in that space, but could he stand to lose the award in that space, do you think, if the charges are leveled at him? Would the Oscars board have a case to say, okay, listen, do you think that could be a possible repercussion?
That is something I would definitely have to do some research on. Obviously wouldn't be able to say if you, but it would be interesting to know what would happen in that sense, because I mean, at the end of the day, it is physical assault.
I think the one hurdle we can't move around, as much as you can relate to what Will has been going through, being the focus of negative attention within the press. I get that, but ultimately he resorted to physical violence, and that is a no. But we're going to continue this chat in just a moment, and please feel free to weigh in. This has been such a polarizing topic. We'd love to hear from you this morning. We are talking about the clap heard across the world.
And if you do not know what to do in a sticky situation, this next recipe is just for you.
With the creamy decadence of double cream bliss from Clover, yogurt has never been so irresistible.
Made with love by Clover.
Here's the thing, if donuts and cake sounds like a sweet bliss to you, then you are absolutely going to love our Bliss donut cake. Yes, you heard me correctly. It's so easy to make, and the result is decadent and indulgent. Michaela is here to show us how it's done while she tucks in all of her things.
It was super quick though. It was just like...
Like the next recipe, super quick, super easy.
Exactly. So we have some of our Clover Bliss yogurt over there, the double cream one.
Yummy.
If you could line these donuts in the base of that.
Okay, so that's what we're doing. Just put it in nicely.
So we have some pre-bought donuts, but if you want to be super fancy, you make your own ones.
No. That's going to take a lot of time. Just buy the donuts.
That's true. We're also using cake premix today because we're making everyone's life easy.
Or you're just lazy.
Excuse me.
Joking.
You need 1 cup of Clover Bliss.
Okay, which is really is the hero of this dish because it is deliciously thick, it is creamy, it is truly indulgent. It's the double cream yogurt for snacking in between, but you can also now indulge in the red velvet flavor for that velvety, creamy taste that's just going to take this recipe to a whole other level. But if you want, you can add some textures to the topping as well, but it's best served with a blissful yogurt glaze, which is what we're going to be doing, right?
Yes. You have some over there that you're going to mix with some cream cheese.
And that's the last step.
That's going to be a good sweet but tangy topping. And the hand mix is there for you. So.
I'm wearing white today. Do you want Robin to fight me? Our wardrobe stylist
I'd like to see that.
Our wardrobe stylist is not going to be happy with me if I mess all over this white. There we go. So I did that for you.
Okay. Thank you very much.
And you have some pre-mix, some of the velvety double cream yogurt, and the lid.
Bad.
The lid is optional.
No one saw that.
The lid is optional.
I needed some extra. It was still a bit dry. So just keep it on hand in case you need some extra. Okay, guys, I'm just using the whole thing.
Go ahead. Why not? No one's complaining.
No. We love some Clover Bliss.
Put it all in.
There we go.
And that colour.
It actually smells really good.
Because I'm just looking at the end result there.
Yes.
The colour is just going to be so vibrant as well. You want that. You want when you open it up and you bite, you just see all that flavour.
There's going to be the surprise from the donuts already. Okay, and while I'm still mixing this, you can start softening your cream cheese. Yeah.
What am I doing?
You're going to put the mixer on.
Okay. Yep. Can you see? Me and the mixer, like we're just not friends. I was trying.
Do you want the whisk?
Yeah, I'll use it. Keep this away from me. I'm going to use a whisk for that. This is much better.
You literally did nothing.
I did try. Okay, let's get it. So what do I have over here?
You have some cream cheese, some icing sugar.
There we go.
And some Clover
Bliss. Icing sugar? Icing sugar?
Go for gold, yes. It was perfectly measured for you.
Thank you. You're the best.
And while you're doing that, I am topping our donuts off with our cake mix. Thank goodness I was holding that bowl and not you, because then it would be red everywhere.
Do you know what? At this point, I just think I should not be in the kitchen anymore. Okay, I'm learning. It's going, it's working. Like you said, this is easy. This is not Jamie proof. There's a difference. There's levels to it. We should say, is it easy or is it Jamie proof? This one, child. There we go.
While you're doing that, maybe it will make it easier for you if I just
scoop in.
some.
Okay.
There we go.
Thank you.
Go faster.
Nah.
Oh my God. You're killing me.
Why?
Go fast. Go fast.
I already did my workout today. My arm is still hurting.
Tap out everything that's in there. Okay, go again.
Okay.
And
this
is bake this in the oven at 180 degrees Celsius until it's all beautiful.
I think it would have been easier with this, but...
Do we think so?
We're not doing that. Okay, so you're obviously trying to make this as smooth as possible, right?
Yes, but you're actually doing a very good job. And there we go. More Clover Bliss.
There we go, velvet.
And then once your cake is all beautifully cooked, you top it with that delicious icing you're making for us right over there. Woo. Switch it up.
Okay, I'm going to try to be a left hand.
I'm a lefty.
I know you are. Here we go.
Nice. Look how beautiful and smooth that is. You did such a good job.
Thank you so much.
So proud
I
of
didn't know what you said. How long is that going to go into the oven for?
About 15 to 20 minutes until your skewer comes out clean.
Got it. Because you want it to be nice and moist as well in the middle.
And the sugars on these donuts are going to crisp and caramelize.
I'm just realizing you made me do all of that work for nothing, and the cake is not even done.
I mean, can you do TV magic and make this happen in 5 seconds? That'd be great.
I could have pretended to do TV magic for that one as well. Click. Yeah.
No, it's still not done.
It's not. But if you do want to make your own, you can head on over to our website for the full list of ingredients, that recipe. It's expressoshow.com. We did a workout for that one, hey?
You did?
Yeah.
I don't know what I did.
Yeah.
You definitely did. That whisk is going to fall out of that bowl.
If you missed out on any of these steps, here is a quick recap while I still figure out how to work this thing.
Push them in. No.
Made with love by Clover. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back as we continue to delve into probably one of the most interesting stories of, well, let's be honest, Oscar history. Yes, the clap heard around the world. And we are honing in on our So Now What legal segment right now with expert in law Dawood Jaffa. And in case you missed it, yes, earlier we were discussing the viral altercation between Will Smith and poor Chris Rock at Sunday's Oscars event. What are the ramifications to a physical attack, especially in a public setting? Dawood, thank you so much for sticking around, my friend. I want to look at this from a different angle, if you will, because there is something within this that we can relate to. I think there is a part of us that wants to say, okay, well done, Will, for standing up for Jada. Never do we ever excuse physical violence. But in terms of the framework of South African law, if we are stigmatized due to a disease or a condition, albinism, alopecia, as it was in this particular case, does the law protect us from abuse, verbal abuse in that space?
Okay, so what we can look at here is Section 10 of our Constitution, right? Which allows everyone to have their dignity respected and protected. What we can also look at is maybe if someone is, constantly harassing you with regards to any condition you may have, you can apply for what's called a protection order at your magistrate's court. This is ways of protecting, your dignity in that regard.
Can that be done retrospectively? Are there any leniencies in place should you react with violence? And we know that violence, physical violence, is not an answer to any situation. And I can guarantee you now, Will is regretting this in every way possible. But is there some kind of leniency if there is enough cause in terms of the provocation, because people will suffer abuse to the point that they will be broken and then react in that without thinking. Is there some kind of leniency in that space?
Look, unfortunately, provocation is not an absolute defense in our law, right? So provocation can be used possibly as a mitigating factor. A mitigating factor in the sense that it can lessen the severity of any punishment that comes your way. Courts and society look at people as being would act in a rational manner, and therefore it cannot be used as a way to escape criminal liability. So like I said, yes, it might be used, and it could possibly be used to lessen the severity of the sentence.
It's not a loophole. It's certainly not a backdoor. Maybe we can look at it from a preemptive position. What should we do if someone that we care about is put into that situation, is victimized, is the victim of sustained abuse in that space? What should we do in the eyes of the law?
Look, again, a charge of possibly crimen injuria in terms of criminal law, which is the common law offense, can be opened up against the person, who's constantly harassing someone else. There can also be, in terms of civil procedure, and depending on the facts, a case for defamation of character. A statement will be regarded as defamatory if, in the opinion of the reasonable person, it may basically disrupt, or it may tarnish someone's good name and reputation. Also, if we feel that someone is constantly also being harassed, like I said previously, based on their dignity, we can make an application, like I said, for a protection order, against someone. It can be done on behalf of someone as well. We just need a written consent from the person being victimized.
This is an interesting space because these celebrities also put their personal lives out there on the public forum, i.e. saying, okay, well, I'm going to share this information about myself very openly, often to become an advocate for the rest of the community suffering from alopecia in this particular case. Yet that puts it within the public framework for the likes of comedians, for reporters to be able to draw from that. When you put your legal mind on, how do you think Will should have dealt with this situation?
What he could have done is, and what I think he should have done was, you already walked up the stage. You could have maybe just told Chris, look, don't speak about
what's going on.
This is what's going on. It's a bit insensitive. Let's rather just speak about something else or make a joke about something else. I think the slap was obviously uncalled for. You could have also made a statement after the fact to say that, Jade is suffering with alopecia. He doesn't accept that, what Chris did was right. There was different ways to deal with it.
He could have handled it very differently, but he didn't, and now the world is reeling. Is it the biggest story of the year? Definitely not. There are far more important elements of the human condition to be discussing at the moment, but this really does raise some interesting questions. Buddy, thank you for chewing on the gristle with us this morning. Really interesting stuff, but you can keep the conversation going on our social media pages. Where do you sit? How do you feel about Will Smith's reaction to the joke? And of course, the clap heard around the world. This has been a really interesting one. Thank you so much for weighing in.
Thank you for having me again.
From some unfortunate varam claps that we've seen happening over the last couple of days, trending all over the place, to some feel-good content here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show, because we're back on the Expresso stage with Gemma Fassie, who's standing by right next to me with her next performance. This one is called Got That Too. Her music is available to stream all across all different platforms, and you're going to love this one. Gemma, do your thing.
Everything you've got, I've got that too. See, I ain't even stressing, I ain't stressing about you. See, I've been in my zone and all you wanna do is play cards, but you done threw that in my face. Listen, see, I've been meditating, getting my chakras in line. You've just been a waste of time. Something I told you some time ago, but you don't get it. No, you never get it. You probably think that I won't stick around. No, you No, I ain't stressing. I got this melanin. This is in my blood. I was made for this. No, I ain't stressing. I got this melanin. This is in my blood. 'Cause everything you got it too. Stressing, I ain't stressing about you. Causing all you wanna do is play.
Yes. Oh man, come on, that's what I am actually talking about. Some soul-stirring R&B, some smooth vocals, incredible sounds of Gemma Fassie. And of course, when you tell everyone the tale of how you discovered her, you will remember, or discovered her, you will remember you discovered her here first on the Expresso Morning Show. What did you think of that one? Thank you so much for all of the love that's coming through. Gemma, they are loving you. Thank you. Here, we'll see you just now.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, everybody. This is your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It is the final day of March, everybody, the 31st of March. And as we get up to April Fool's Day tomorrow, we decided, you know what, to give you some pranking ideas. The exact origins of this day remains a mystery, but it has continuously been popularized through mass media and has been celebrated for centuries.
Yeah, we love it. So apps like TikTok, they've got on the bandwagon. Through its short-form videos, they've made it simpler to share ideas leading into this viral hilarity. And I think it is going to be a lot of fun this morning to have a little bit of fun. Time to get creative and mischievous, Mzansi.
Are you ready?
I'm so excited to join this one. I just want to comment, that's all.
So the April Fool's hashtag alone has 3.6 billion views worldwide. First up, we have dry noodle prank, and there are various ways in which you could play this one out. Here is a take from Sarah Jane.
Where's this gonna go?
When you sit down. I saw the one that they put No,
Wait, come on, you've got to give us the payload, man.
I've seen another one where someone puts firecrackers actually around the brim, and then the husband sits and
Wow. Oh, man, that's a little hectic. Oh, here's a silly and simple one by Andrew Robbins, and this one's only got like 4 million views. He pranks his poor girlfriend in the most subtle way possible.
And here you go, 1 Coke.
What?
Your Coke.
What about it?
Tastes funny.
Maybe.
You asked for a Coke. I gave you Diet Coke. April Fools.
What an extremist.
Wow. They got 4 million views.
I'm sorry that we had to show you that this morning. I'm sorry. We should have had a warning.
Okay.
We should have had a warning before that.
Very subtle. Then, of course, if you want to freak out someone, here's a cool one by Jeffrey where he pranks his mama.
Poor mamas, man.
Pranking Mama since it's April Fool's Day.
Mama! Mama, can you come downstairs, please? Mama, can you come downstairs, please? There's something in the bathroom.
What is that?
I don't know.
What is that?
No!
Ah! I don't know.
I don't know! Check! Can you? Who is that?
Tingnan mo kaya. Oh my God, scary!
April Fool's Day!
It's Thursday, Holy Thursday!
On Holy Thursday! How dare you say? Come on. I think Charles going to get a whack. But listen, I must commend him on the effort he put into that one. Mama was scared before she even went in the bathroom.
But she's got that kind of, like the nature that I think she gets frightened at anything.
At anything.
This poor woman probably gets pranked every single day. Oh, then what better way to get your kids than with this very cool one where you pretend that the egg is hatching? Oh, shame, man.
Is one a boss? Did you go to baby chick? I like baby chicks.
That's horrible!
Whoa, one time's traumatized child. Oh,
I think you should do it. Please do it, Jack. I know.
You can probably save a lot of money on eggs after
I'm
that.
probably going to
Kids
go
aren't gonna
home
want
and Jack's going to do it to me. I actually have a feeling. Oh, man.
Oh, that was creative. I love that. I love that.
Then, as you know, Danny is a resourceful guy. He came up with this prank idea that you can use. All you need is a rope. Check this one out.
Uh-oh.
Rob, Chris, come here.
What life is like living with me.
Yeah, exactly. You need to do that with your kids. You'd be like, kids, ice cream! Trying to out the room.
I like the sounds of the live studio audience laughing along with the prank as well. That really does help. Oh, man. Now, if you work in the medical field, maybe this one could be a funny one for you to try out on your colleagues. Bernadine tried this one on a new colleague. Oh, shame.
Playing an April Fool's prank on the new guy at work.
Yeah. So it's like really dark, right? It tasted really weird.
Tasted it?
For urine? Yeah. You don't do that?
You're weird, bro.
Taste it.
No. This isn't urine.
This isn't urine.
No, it isn't.
What is this?
You questioned her tasting it and was still okay with it.
You were
Like it's
still
a normal,
like, okay.
What's wrong with you?
Oh, it makes you think what actually goes on in these places.
I'm worried for tomorrow. If tomorrow's April Fool's Day, one of you guys could be pranked tomorrow. You'll have to
Just don't taste it, dude. If anyone offers you any apple juice, don't taste it. Oh, we love it, man. Well, you can understand why TikTok is going crazy for April Fool. Just please, I'm going to say this to myself, because I will forget when I wake up in the morning. Tomorrow is the 1st of April. Don't forget.
Expect the unexpected.
Oh, well, if you've been paying attention to the temperatures as we've reported them in our weather updates, we have experienced a change in season. Yes, and as we experience all of that, it's time for us to find the perfect top layer and all of that layering magic. And this winter, outerwear gets a stylish but yet functional upgrade with Woolworths and their newest range of coats and jackets. Now, our beauty editor and fashion editor, Noxolo Mafu, joins us live to show us how to cover it all up in style and keep nice, cozy and warm this season. Nox Mafu.
Hello.
So good to see you. You look stunning, and I'm getting tired of telling you look stunning. I need to find new ways. You need to change it up so that I don't have to say it. No,
unfortunately, we can't. We can't do that. Not for this part of the show.
That is your brand. Styling and stunning is your brand.
You.
But Nox, the temperatures are changing, and as you probably have seen, this week we've started to embrace the top bits of our outfits. Not that we've had much of a choice. It's really gotten quite chilly. What are the newest items that have arrived and are a part of the range at Woolworths this season?
It is such a good time right now for winter. I feel like this is the part where I get excited. I start to it's end of the month, so people are shopping a bit more. And my advice to everyone is to really invest in your jackets and your coats at the moment. So Woolworths has an incredible range of from your puffers to your bomber jackets to your more herringstone coats to check it. There is such a range of stuff to go through.
I do see that. That's quite a bit.
I think it's good for us to go through it. So if you want to go for something that's a little bit more chic, I love this faux print that is here.
Nice.
What I love about this is that it's cropped, so we usually find these in the longer design, but I really think it's quite playful. So for instance, if you had quite a simple black pullover or even a brown one, this is a really great way to make a statement. And as you can see also on screen, brown is really having its moment.
Yes,
so I think it's a good time to lean on it. However, you could explore that style also with the teddy bear kind of print. So we're seeing the trend over here with the animal print, but of course then the material, you have to feel this. It feels like a hug.
Please, yes. You do want this. You want to hug the person that's wearing that. If you are a gentleman that's not wearing that, for example, and somebody else is wearing that, you want to hug them and you want to keep that hug going. It's stunning. So warm, right? But stylish at the same time.
And really soft to the touch. Pair this with a simple polo neck, which could be in black or brown, and some denims, and you're really good to go. So this is for more the playful kind of dresser. And then, of course, we have, when we get back to the bombers, which, we've spoken about a few times before.
They do never go out of season, right? Or style even. I mean, every year they seem to be the one item that you've got to have in your arsenal.
Absolutely. And the reason is because I think COVID taught us a lot about functional dressing, right? We want to keep warm. We want to be able to do about our day. So this is really great. This is in the men's section, which comes with the hood, which I think is absolutely incredible. For a little bit of rain, we know how it gets in Cape Town. And then, of course, it comes in a range of pastel colors, which are really popular at the moment. And you can also get this with or without a hood.
What I really have enjoyed with those bombers is that for me, last year, I found myself buying them in a range of colors. So I've got them in 3 different colors, all the different kind of pastels that they had them available in, because you do want to style it up, style it down as and when it's required.
Absolutely. And the thing is, which is also what I love about, if we're going to more utilitarian style, this is what I love, is a bomber jacket, right? So this is great because it's got the pockets in here. This is for more your badass kind of dresser. Wants to add a little bit of edge, pair this with some chinos or maybe a shirt at work, and you can really transition from work meetings to drinks after work with people. So I really love these. And as you said, they come in a range of colors. Sage having a really
Look at that.
I mean, incredible. The pockets are wonderful.
And you're right to say that you can really go and transition into different situations with those, because a shirt buttoned all the way up and then you show that boom, you're good to go. With
And you're
formal pants,
exactly.
You're in. You want to be edgy on the weekend?
You can do it. Do some
You're in.
sneakers, add some formal shoes.
Do you
Either
understand?
way, it would have worked.
Yeah.
So I think also just if we focus on the checkered prints that are happening here,
Look at
this is the
that.
classic design. And
Yes.
I think every gentleman should have this in his arsenal, as you mentioned. It really can go with anything, can change the sophistication here.
Yeah.
So from men to women,
It's giving
really
me London town.
Absolutely.
London town.
And my sterling jackets, which have really, really been my favorite. I think everyone, these are also great. Fuzzy
Well,
as hell.
you've brought along some models to show us how we can style all of these up. So let us see. Who would you like to go with first, male or female?
I think let's give it to the male.
All right, so first model up in to show us how this look can come to life during this season is, he looks so much like Raul de Monet. That's stunning.
So we have him in mid coat, which is really great.
Yeah.
I love the fact that it has that pop of the collar over there.
Yes.
We've added a hat there just to give it a bit of flair.
Yes.
And of course we've paired that with some chinos. But what I love about it adds
I
such
have to
structure.
feel it.
Exactly.
I have to feel it. Come on,
Get
Chris.
involved, Tubbs.
Yeah, I'm getting involved. Say this. Nice. I like that. Oh, yes. And it's not overwhelming.
Not
it's not so
overwhelming.
heavy that you want to throw it somewhere as soon as you walk into a place.
But also we're seeing the layering happening here. So as you can
Yeah.
see, Raul's jersey's still there. We've
Stunning.
added a bit of a coat and it looks incredible.
And then our second model, our lady model, is here. Oh, Jamie
Don't
Lee
be fooled
Domberg.
by the rocks that I got.
Because she's still Jamie from the
Jamie
block.
from the block is
Beautiful.
wearing the really trendy teddy coat
Yeah.
at the moment.
Yeah.
We've paired that with some great pants, which have kind of got a
Yes.
drawstring at the bottom, some boots. So this is really great for Friday night with the girls.
Layering.
Layering is the one that's happening here. So as you can see, we've got the teddy here, we've got the polo neck, which is super popular.
Yes.
And then, of course, we've got this amazing faux leather pants. And she just has got all the trends blended in quite nicely, looking fresh and funky.
I have to give the boots a moment of their own as well, because last weekend I stepped into a Woolies and I was hoping to find these in the ladies section in a size 11 for me, but no, that didn't happen. Thank you so much, Jamie. That is fantastic. So that is a beautiful, beautiful range of tops and ways to layer them and to really bring them to life with your personality and style in mind. Nox Mafu, whenever you come around with these things, we know it's a
good time.
It's a good time, baby. Thank you very much for inspiring us with all of those styles and top layers. Now, for you at home, upgrade your winter style. Yes, with new seasonal jackets and coats for formal to casual looks. You really can do whatever you want. Shop these from Woolworths. You can get them in-store, online, or on the Woolies app. Boom.
Julep, julep,
Welcome to the island life.
Islander. Okay, all right. Okay, well, listen. Tropica has announced the 9 All-Stars.
Yes.
They are Kanya Mkagisa, Carleen van Jasveld, Jonathan Boynton Lee, Namaps, Roxy Lowe, Maurice Page, Kelly Kumala, Brendan Paper, as well as Shashi Naidu. It's an incredible all-star cast of all of those people we've seen, winners and fan favorites.
Yeah, now this is one thing we're trying to figure out today, because today we're giving you the clue for the host of the star-studded lineup. Now, you got to guess the all-star host with the hashtag Tropica, and if you guess correct, you can stand a chance to win 2,000 Rand today. Yes, right now. T's and C's, of course, can be found at clover.co.za. Tubbs, we've got some clues, though. What are they exactly?
Okay, well, there's a clue, all right? So this is what the host says. The host says, I am a Tropica Islander of Treasure winner, a multi-talented entertainer, and your new host. Who am I?
Multi-talented.
Multi-talented. Can you guess? Can you guess
so precise. I don't know if you can guess the clue of the host of the Tropica Island of Treasure. And if you can, you got to tell us, come through, use that hashtag Tropica on our social media, because you can win that 2,000 Rand. And on top of that, if you want some more clues, look at this. You can tune into Nick Hammond's show for that big reveal, and maybe you could be that winner. So come through, Mzansi. Today we're revealing that winner. Get onto the website. Ooh, 2,000 Rand can be yours, man. Yeah, multi-talented.
Multi-talented. Get guessing. Listen, from that, let's check out some music now. And then while we enjoy that.
Yes, man. Bring it on.
Indeed. Use whatever accent you want. Doesn't matter how you say it. This girl has got the chops. Gemma Fassie has announced her arrival on the biggest stage possible. You've been amazing today. Absolutely phenomenal. And we've got one more performance. She is here with a standard that hopefully is going to ring out in your ears for the rest of today. She is clearly living her best life.
You can sing with me wherever you are. I living my best life. I know life can push you down to a point where you can't even see the way out. Way out. But sometimes I feel so down and I can't even get a single word out. Word out. Just step to the beat, move your feet, nah, nah, nah. Just step to the beat, move your feet, nah, nah, nah. Just step to the beat, move your feet, nah, nah, nah. Get your feet up off the ground. Lose yourself, it's your moment to live your best life. Get your feet up off the ground. Lose yourself, it's your moment to live your best life. I'm living my best life, yeah. Nah, nah. I'm living my best life, yeah. But don't let the thoughts of other people push you down. Lift your head up high and fix your crown. 'Cause you're a queen, you don't need a king. This is your kingdom, you don't need a ring. Get your feet up off the ground. Lose yourself, it's your moment to live your best life. Get your feet up off the ground. Lose yourself, it's your moment to live your best life. I'm living my best life, yeah. I'm living my best life, yeah. Wherever you are, let the music take your soul. Oh, Expresso. Let the music take you soul. Let the music take your soul. Let the music take your
This month, say it with flavor, taste, and aroma, so they'll know it was made with love by Clover.
Another feel-good production.
Danko, danko, danko.